Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Welcome to Stealthy Elf Productions. We are here today to play some Pathfinder 2E. This is our Heroes of Histaeria series, Sandsea Saga. Before we jump in, let's say a quick round of hellos to our players. Guys, you want to introduce yourselves? Your name, who you're playing.
I'll start it out.
You go first.
I'll jump the gun. I'm Max, and I'm going to be playing Edenor today.
Fantastic. Nigel.
All right.
I am Nigel, as previously mentioned. I'll be playing Lunazra.
Okay. Ollie.
I am Alejandro Gonzales. You can call me Ollie, or while I'm playing, Lycus.
Lycus. All right.
Really enjoy that.
I'm Hannah. I play Pim, the gnome bard of the troop.
Mm-hmm. My name is David. I will be your GM for today. If you like what you see, continue to check us out. We got another campaign that goes on, Unearthed Inheritance, that takes place on alternate weeks on Saturday nights at 6. Otherwise, if you want to check out Known Realms Telesh over on Tales Archive Twitch, where you can also catch me playing Whistle, the Hobgoblin Fighter. Okay, guys, shall we?
We shall.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get some sounds for you first. Nice travel music going. Okay.
Oh, how delightful.
So, my friends, our crew of pirates are setting forth after awakening from a very, very odd dream. A dream that has perhaps turned into a nightmare. For since waking, our heroes have been forced to contend with numerous changes amongst themselves and the world at large. A meeting was called. The plan was decided to approach the other passengers on the Oka's will and confirm their current circumstances. With their somewhat subtle interrogations of the other passengers now complete, the crew have oriented themselves. As of now, their plan remains, as it was prior to their waking, to seek repairs for the Oka's will in the Ironwood. Where we left off was shortly after the crew spotted a dark, churning storm a few miles further into the valley of the Whispering Jungle. This storm left the crew somewhat uneasy as they recalled the odd weather phenomenon that heralded the Black Dragon Varanya. Dangers such as acid rain, or the very real possibility of a black dragon that hunts Pim's father, Brock Knackle, waiting within the storm deterred the party to another route. Pim begins to point the ship in the direction of the Western Mountain Range, and it is here that Ashara, the Strix passenger, disembarks. As they do, they leave you with a somewhat cryptic warning: beware of the Charau-Ka. The name stirs within Lycus memories of the teachings of the Pond Mother, the giant frog leader of the Frog Grove, and her warning to him that the demon-worshipping apes that dwell within the mountains to the west of the Corluat River are not to be trifled with. They dwell within the same mountains that the merry folk are headed towards now. So, my friends, we're going to pick up on the deck of your ship, the Oka's Will, as your crew is heading west towards the mountains. I will say on the deck at the moment are Gonzales and Brock as well, and I believe Lycus, I believe you are all up there. I don't know if Luna was doing some crafting, but I'll give you the space here if you want to do any sort of checking in with each other before we continue into the next hex.
How's everybody doing?
The next hex it is then.
Let's just do it.
You get 5 seconds or I move.
There's something I wanted to ask Edenor about.
Okay.
Go for it.
So Edenor is going to be just doing his thing. As you do your thing.
I don't know what it is you're doing. Maybe you're unspiking the punch or something. I don't know.
Spiking the punch.
Something alcohol.
But I think I want to just get a chance to talk to Edenor. Just hey, so I know you're not a god anymore, but I have some questions I wanted to ask, and maybe you're technically not the right person to ask, but
I'm sure I could assist.
yeah, hopefully. So I was trying to ask you this forever, but you kept dodging my questions. Uh, Everyone else's aura is various colors, but yours and mine, at least before, were the same. Do you have any idea why that shit is? Ever since I talked with the court of fuckwads, uh, they did give me a little bit of a boost with a little bit of power up, and I think that was me tapping into the greater will of piracy. I don't know, but I know that their energy, and he like summons a little bit of his magic, is like there's like two auras kind of conflictingly mixing, a purple one and a gold one. He's like, I know this one's mine, and I know this one's pirates. Do you understand any of this?
Well,
Lycus, I'm sorry, real quick. Can I trouble you for a little bit of description on the difference between the two auras?
Yeah, so there's this like mist like purple aura that as it like whips around, it always comes into like shapes of something. Like that you can see in it shapes of, men and animals, but the golden one, it's more wild, like fire, like just a pure energy source. Uh and yeah, just those two colors is kind of mixing together as they flap around each other. Uh, yeah. They,
I'm like, okay, I'll take it from there then. And Nora's just gonna like contemplate for a moment. Interesting. So this pirate court you're saying has a divine nature to it.
uh, I'm not. I'm not sure about that, but I know that they use a collective energy when when as an armada we need to, you know, handle things. That unity kind of gives us power.
Hmm. I'm intrigued as to where they get their power from. Perhaps it does draw from the Pantheon. I mean, pirates, the god of exploration, perhaps. I mean, he did kind of betray us a bit, but and that would
Yeah.
make sense with some pirates. So that
Maybe.
might be a thing. So, in a roundabout way, you are worshipping the Pantheon of Oros potentially.
Potentially. I don't, there's I don't know. There's a strange feeling with
Yes.
with this one. You've used your magic on me, and you can feel the divine nature in it. With this, it feels more like raw, just a collective force. Uh, if you know anything, if you can get more information on this,
Yes.
I'm more interested in why our auras matched at all.
Would, as harking back to some of the knowledge that Arinar may have had,
Hmm?
would I be able to roll potentially a religion or arcana or something like that in that direction? I guess depends on what kind of, like, if I'm thinking that it's linked to the Pantheon, could I roll a religion or anything like that?
Excuse me. Okay.
Or would
Yeah.
I be aware of any?
Yeah. So you're trying to determine whether or not there may be a link between the pirates, the pirate court, and
Pirates.
Pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Let's see how the story may change. So that is a 18 plus 12. That's a 30.
You with a 30. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. I'm
Damn.
gonna call that a fairly critical success. So, okay, with a 30, things that you remember, there is the Pantheon of Oros, which is the primary religion on the planet of Canaan, which is the planet that you're on.
Okay.
Right? They are guardians, stewards. They've shaped this world to some extent, right?
Yep.
But Edenor, you were very much aware of the astral sea beyond, right? So you actually know about planetary stuff, right? You were a resident in a planetary library. So you know that the Pantheon of Oros, they are dedicated to protecting the world of Canaan. The Pirates' Court are essentially something like demigods that exist within the astral sea.
Gotcha.
You know, so they might be patrons. They're not necessarily directly opposed. They're not necessarily allies. There were probably instances where the two came together, but there are probably also instances where the two contended against each other.
Okay. So they're like their own separate
Sect
entity.
of
Gotcha.
Separate gods or something.
All right.
But again, more demigods, not actual gods.
Gotcha.
A demigod level.
Okay.
For the 30, yeah, you know that. So.
All right. So with that knowledge, Ednor is going to be... Well, from what knowledge I'm aware of, they may be affiliated with the Pantheon, but in their own way they operate as pirates operate, and in the fringe at the externals society, but they are present in the astral sea. As for their nature, they're not necessarily opposed to the gods, but they're not necessarily their allies. So they draw from not the entirely the same source. I don't know if that fully answers your question.
I'm just trying to understand where all my powers come from, because there seems to be a couple sources, and I would just like to know. You know, I'm still gonna beat ass, but I want to know how I'm beating someone's ass.
Edenor, with a 30, I'll kind of keep the 30 as like is talking more about, again, kind of bringing us back to the source of that power kind of thing.
Yeah.
You recall that the pirate court, though they have no sort of like central planet, they do have a base of operation that is hidden in the astral sea. Supposedly, it lies within a maelstrom of chaos.
Oh.
And pirates are very well known for being chaotic.
Maybe one day we could try to find where the court resides.
I mean, that does sound pretty interesting.
Unless they would definitely be upset with you.
Without a doubt, but I mean, that's not on the rules. Nothing in the rules that say you can't take the court.
How do you know all the rules, though?
My man, there are like 30 that matter. The rest are kind of iffy.
But how do we know that they don't add rules, Lycus? They could just say, rule starting now, no going to the court.
Amendment number 6.
Because I said so.
Lawyer.
Well, we just have to do it fast.
I love watching Nigel's face as he kind of goes like, that's going to get us in trouble.
I love planting seeds. Yes. It is located within a maelstrom of chaos.
Of course it is. Well, thank you. I'm still unsure about a lot of things, but that's something to reassuring, knowing a little bit about where some of the powers are from. And I do know one other thing.
Yes.
One of the captains that was on the court, for some reason, we shared a name. And I didn't put two and two together. But I think he was the previous captain of one of the grinning pirates fleets. I think he was the previous captain of the Green Grin.
So, either you happen to have the same name, or you took his name, or is your name a title, perhaps?
I wish I knew.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like you're uncertain. These pirates aren't providing you that certainty. If you ever need assistance, I'm gonna put my hand on like his shoulder. If you ever need any assistance in, soothing your soul, just let myself or Temerity know, and I know that Ernar would be willing to listen to you.
Put
And the
my hand
mention
back
of
on you.
temerity, another hand from the other shoulder. As you see a purple-skinned tiefling dressed in a cleric's robes say, "Aye, we're here for you, Captain."
Let them soothe your soul like that.
You're surprisingly soft as well.
Pim's hand creeps. Pim's hand.
Switch.
Pim's hand creeps onto wherever she can reach.
Oh,
guys-
first.
You just
I'm
see
here.
like the little
Right on the left
eye
butt cheek.
things.
I'm here for you too.
Oh,
And if it
right.
makes
Well,
you feel any better, I don't really know where my magic comes from either.
Well, darling, if you wanted to know that, you just had to ask me, says the voice of a gnome, Brock Knackle, who is also joining you guys on the deck now.
Oh, I thought it was a mystery. You told me long ago when I was a little girl that it's a mysterious source of power that we draw from.
Well, dear, we tell children lots of things, just to keep them from asking questions until they're ready for the answers.
So can you tell me now? Where does it come from?
Maybe.
Why do I have magic? Why can I do this?
Easy. Well, darling, all in due time, I promise. As of right now, though, the
That's
thing
what you
that
said
really
12
is-
years ago.
The thing that really is worrying me right now, though, is your friend's cryptic message of the Charau-Ka. Do you all know anything about this faction in the jungle?
They're bad, they're apes, and they're like to bite.
Demon worshippers, I believe.
Wow, that pretty much sums it up.
Demon apes bite. Yeah,
So do we-
That's what I recall.
Avoid them, probably.
Yeah.
The conversation is going on. Another voice joins. Charau-Ka are dead. Baranya killed the Silverback King.
Oh.
As a lizard folk shaman joins you. He's gray of scale. He's an older lizard folk. You guys recognize Gonzales.
Hey, bud.
Well, that seems convenient for us.
Yeah, I mean, problem solved, right?
Demon Monkey King does come back,
Oh.
but currently dead.
For how long?
I'm not
So what's the
sure.
respawn rate on this guy?
What does he
He's a
drop?
rare drop.
As Gonzales kind of sits in kind of like a crisscross form and kind of closes the eyes and kind of like pulls at his, that loose skin that lizards have at the bottom of the neck.
Yeah.
The giblet,
He doesn't
lizard,
have a beard.
lizard giblets.
Sure, the lizard giblets. He pulls at his giblets. He kind of strokes his giblets as he contemplates. He says, "The Charau-Ka, wicked, cruel creatures. Blood magic users. With enough blood, perhaps a new gorilla king can come back."
Who are they? Are they loyal to anyone besides their king? Gods?
They worship the evil demon of hunger
Oh.
and the dark places of the jungle.
Yeah, I feel like this sounds like a void kind of situation. Go around, fly over.
Well, I
Yeah.
think we either do go through the mountains or we I have to continue going around. I don't know if there's another option. It's either that or go into the acid rain.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't get sprout wings and then flying monkey situation, as long as we don't have that, should be fine, right?
Luna, you're downstairs still, right? Sorry. Or you want to come up?
Luna, come here.
I would say what happens is I've asked one of the robot to set up a little like size table on deck with a mat covering it with some teacups, and like as this conversation is going, that's being set up on the side, so I have like a view of the mountains as we get near. And I've used prestidigitation on my tea to make it a little lemony, to try and wake up like an Earl Grey with some lemon in it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I'm now like just sipping and paying attention to this conversation. To set the scene.
So as you're kind of just eavesdropping, essentially,
Being posh over
but
there
it's not
with your tea.
it's not a secretive conversation. Brock goes, I'd met a ranger once in Muldano Dan, who was in the process of outfitting a team to explore and actually make contact with the Charau-Ka. There was a doctor with them as well. Dr. Malsum from the Mystica Seminary.
Why were they trying to make contact?
I don't know. I was talking to the ranger, the doctor leading the expedition. I never actually met, but what the ranger told me though is that the Charau-Ka do have a nasty habit of, collecting anyone that they can find in the jungle and bringing them back to their temples or their lairs. So he said he was very interested in finding their lairs because he suspected that there would be quite a bit of treasure to be found there. All those collected adventurers. I mean, the Charau-Ka have no real use for magic items, but...
So, let me get this
Luna
straight.
knows Alexa's space
Yeah.
intently to see... Did Alexa's
Treasure?
face change from
Treasure.
like being cautious to we're going all in?
Well, let me just make sure I understand. So, there's this horde of monkeys with a king that's currently dead. They have lots of treasure, and currently, at this time, no king to guard it? Is that what you're saying?
And they need blood to bring back this king, which we may provide if we go for that treasure. Full story.
But-
As long as it's not our blood.
I mean, I would like to not give them my blood, but yeah, that's theoretically.
We do probably need some money to help repair the ship.
It would be great to be able to
Both
offer
do cost money.
something, yeah.
When you put it
We
that
don't
way,
we don't have many resources right now.
You're right. It almost makes sense that if we're going to stop to get the ship repaired, maybe we should stop and get funds for repair.
I kind of agree. I mean, it's, that's what we do, right? We adventure. We get treasure.
I think I saw some of the passengers getting a little air ship sick from traveling so much, so it might help if we were to stop to give them a breather.
Let's do it for them.
Do it for the
passengers.
people.
Right.
Exactly. For the kids.
Exactly.
All right.
Episode title
Pim.
for the kids.
For the children.
All right, Pim. Tell Oka to
the
pull
kids.
over. We're going on a little bit of a funds gathering adventure.
Uh-oh. Okay. I will
It did not.
commune with Oka.
Gazalik
Did you think
and
it would be
Brock
that
look
easy?
at each other, and they look at each other and they go, "I'm not sure you're taking away from this what I intended you to take away from this."
There is, in all four of our eyes, there's nothing but money signs.
Money signs.
Oh,
Yeah, just
exactly. Money, stars, all that.
Gazalik and Brock look at each other uneasily. They're like, "Oh shit."
They're like, I remember being young and stupid.
Okay, so you guys flying along. You guys are looking for a place to land.
Yeah, one of the robots puts back the table and everything, by the way, by this time.
The fine china
Luna
has
snaps,
been put away.
Luna snaps her fingers, and the automatons are just there, like ching, 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 folding up the table. It's like a trifold.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing we should do maybe before
as,
we
as they're
land.
walking by, the other one passes you the another teacup, a refill teacup, and takes your old one.
Yeah.
There's one thing we
It's
should
more like this look more like a chamomile. Sorry.
Tell me,
Chamomile?
sleepy.
done with tea talk or give it a couple more
Roll me a
seconds.
Constitution save. I'm joking. Okay.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking, there is one thing we have on board that we haven't really looked into yet, and I'm very curious about it. And leads you guys to wherever the armor is, the automata, the what's it
Otto.
called? The auto, yeah.
Oh, your Iron Man suit?
Yeah, where would you have kept
Yeah.
Otto? In your room?
Yeah, probably. Actually, no. I feel like I put him in one of the hammocks below decks, so it looks like he's just relaxing and sleeping.
Okay. Pim takes you all below deck, and there you see a hammock straining to hold up the heavy weight of a metal automaton. The hammock is so dipped that Otto's what would be the butt is kind of actually resting on the floor just slightly.
I'm gonna whisper over to everybody else. Man, that hammock is shot.
But at least he's
How many
comfy.
replacements do we have around here?
Hey, we'll be able to buy some replacements when we get a treasure. Anyway,
Yeah, and in a
Fair
few
point.
levels, I think I can summon unlimited rope.
What?
What?
gonna,
This game is wild.
gonna make a
Okay.
rope hammock.
Spider-Man?
So okay, so this is Otto. If I recall, was he able to hover above ground?
Mm-hmm. Right?
Have you
Is
been?
Is that the same? Okay.
Yeah, so what you guys see is a suit of plate mail, really, but it has these connective fabrics, and you can see within it there seems to be some kind of like wiring and stuff kind of passing through. The metal is pristinely worked. There are small carvings. Luna, as you examine them, you can almost make out, Luna and Edenor really, can almost make out the shapes of runes that would channel magic through the plates. At the backside of Otto, there are these kind of like underneath where the shoulder blades would be, there are these jets that you can imagine would be used to expel something that would provide enough lift to lift the robot. There are jets there, and there are also jets behind the calf, kind of like Ida from My Hero.
Ah, okay.
So
I will say though, the armor is pretty shot. It is damaged armor at the moment. It looks really unwearable, but whatever magic and the craftsmanship alone are holding it together. But it is damaged. One leg is missing. An arm is like barely hanging on with just the wiring and the leather. The helmet is dented, right? So
Can we
is-
tell, is there any
in
indication on it as far as where it was made and who made it?
Oh yeah, you know that already. You know that this came from Sraras. It was the power armor that was kept on the Honor, Idris the Serpent Folk,
Right.
that you all encountered way back when. Idris's ship had a number of marvelous bits of advanced technology, stuff that the world has not seen yet. This being one of them, and the automatons, really,
man, we
So
really
this-
gotta
and a
get.
car.
So the lizard folk made this?
No, the Serpent Folk.
Serpent folk, sorry.
We really
Serpent
gotta
Folks.
get Idris and a few of his less racist snake friends to really join the armada, because goddamn,
No kidding.
we need more.
Craftsmanship.
Also, I want that car back. Did we really call it a car? We're calling it a car, right?
Forward,
Buses
if you
ain't
like.
Sure. I don't know where you got that syllable
I
The
thought it
from.
horse,
was a-
the metal carriage.
I thought it was a blood buggy, but whatever.
Blood buggy.
I was going Bloodmobile, but yeah, Blood Buggy sounds better.
For reference audience, they say this because the vehicle ran on blood as a fuel source.
Right. Oh, what's Otto's fuel source? Now that I think of it.
You don't see any sort of like canister or anything, but Pim, you do have the pendant, the charm, that gives you control over Otto.
Magic.
Otto's fuel source really is magical.
Magic.
Right.
Okay.
But you do know that the charm that you have in your possession is required to control Otto.
Got it. All right. Well, maybe we can get him fixed up, but probably not before this.
Probably
I
not.
don't know. I'm pretty. Depending on how this goes, I'm pretty good at fixing things quickly.
Oh, you want to give it a shot?
So, yeah. So like out of game, I have the feat quick repair, so it takes like a minute to repair things.
Do you wanna
So
try?
Each minute, I
You totally should. In fact, I will.
have a repair kit.
I guess I could guide you on your journey.
Wait. I have one. I have a repair kit.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's all yours. You can have it.
So you can.
I'm
aid.
no longer interested in fixing things since this weird thing happened, so you can
Just
have
when
it.
antenna grew, I all of a sudden.
My eyes started seeing too many things at once.
So yeah, you can add a repair kit to your inventory, and then, are you doing this? Or are you gonna give it a shot? Because I can help you.
I'm just reading the rules quickly. So I can restore. It's a DC set by the GM. I can restore like around like 15 HP because I'm an expert in crafting.
Okay.
Nice.
And because I
Let's
have to
see.
repair, it's each minute.
Let me
I'm
just
going
go over
to-
to my GM screen.
Gonna give you a little tap on the butt to give you guidance.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
Like
Wait,
like a football tap.
You can only
Can we-
benefit from
it's only one.
one guidance. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I got the DC. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
First roll.
Crafting. That is a 30 for the first roll.
Damn.
That is a success. It's not a critical success, but it's a success.
Okay.
So, you restore. You said 15.
Yeah, because the expert you can restore up to 15 HP.
Okay. And I'll say let's have Pim joining in on the assisting here to help you out. So I think
could just
Pim
use
would have
an
probably done
aid.
like an aid, which would have given you a +2. So yeah, I'd bring you to a 39.
And you get the +1 from the
32?
guidance.
33.
33. 33 would.
guidance.
33 would be a critical success.
Yeah.
So we'll call it a critical success with the guidance and Pim's assistance, right? Or did you account?
Oh, I have to roll for aid actually.
No.
Oh, you do have to roll for aid. Go ahead, roll. Let's see.
Typical
it might
DC
still be a normal
is
success. but
20. Are you gonna use the typical DC, David?
Yeah, typical DC at 20. That's
20.
fine.
Okay. Ooh.
You're not under pressure or anything at the moment.
What do I add to
Under
this?
pressure.
I knew that question was coming
skill
right
check.
afterwards.
Yeah. So.
Can I add performance? I'm singing a motivating tune. Imbued with a teeny tiny bit of
this is
magic.
aid. If Luna finds that
Luna,
helpful
Luna.
versus irritating, sure.
I do like getting praised a lot.
Okay.
Luna,
okay, then it's
you're the best!
Luna's the best.
Luna, she's our
Okay,
gal.
in that
All right,
case,
so a critical
it's-
success.
Yeah, in that case, it's a 30, total of 30. So that
That's a critical
is a
success
critical
as well,
success, and you get that +2. If you're a master with the check, you attempted actually, which I am not. Never mind. So it's +2.
I am not.
So Luna, yeah, it was a critical success for the crafting. Does it list any sort of critical success effect for you?
Oh yeah, actually it doubles.
Woo!
Oh, so 30.
So critical success doubles. Yeah, so it'd be 30 HP. If it was a failure, I would have done 2d6 damage.
No,
Oh,
critical success. It
Future
is.
reference.
But it
Let me
wasn't.
just see here something.
Be 30.
Yes.
Ding. I can't make troll noises.
Okay. I will say, during this leg of the journey, Lycus and Edenor, the two of you still kind of manning the ship. Pim, after casting guidance, Pim and Luna are working on Otto. It takes a few minutes, but as you guys are flying along, Luna and Pim, you start to see the eye plates, the eye slits, kind of begin to glow as Otto is repaired with 30 treatment. That brings Otto back up to full. So you now have. I'm going to give you the items as well because I'm going to say as you're repairing it, you also know what you're repairing. So I'm going to give you 3 items. I'm going to post them here in the Discord for you all. The 3 items that you get. Pim, you have this one already. It is the charm itself. I'm going to put this in the HOA's voice chat.
Okay.
Along with the memes. So there is the charm. You also get the use of the armor as well. And you will also be needing this. Because Otto has the ability to become autonomous, there is also a monster stat block. So,
Oh snap!
All right.
yeah, it's a three-piece thing. There's the
three-piece
charm to
suit.
control Otto. There is wearing Otto as armor, and it's listed there as an item for armor. And then there is the autonomous armor, which is a mindless construct that you can, when you are no longer wearing the armor, you can have Otto become a mindless construct.
I will do this like as it's just before it's done. I'm just gonna like chisel a tiny of today's date, so you know that in 6 months that he's gonna need repairs again.
What are you writing? What are you writing down?
Just like a small little date of the current date.
Oh, well, here's the thing though. The months you remember are different than the months in this world. Are you writing your months or this world's months?
Well, it's gonna be awkward because of course I'm writing.
That's what I'm thinking. Right? So you're gonna write down 28th of May. No one's gonna understand what the fuck that means, but that's fine.
But we'll know, and that's what's important.
It's a
You'll
secret
know.
It's a
That's the
secret
important
cipher for Luna.
Exactly.
That's
No,
fine.
I did not
Also
see that coming back to bite me. Yes.
I know when you were like, "What are you
I
writing?"
will say though,
What are you writing?
like you're bringing Otto back up from. Otto was essentially bloodied before. You're bringing Otto back up to full health here. Do you have any sort of other flavorings or anything you're adding to Otto? Nothing that's going to change the mechanics of it, but you can put a little bit of flair in there, a little bit of colored plates or whatever.
What about eye stocks?
Make Otto look schmancy.
You can pin sized.
I mean, I'll
Yeah, you could make Otto pimp size. That would be the other thing you could do. Because Otto is not. Otto's a medium.
I'll
Like
say
a
this. I would
telescoping?
leave it up to Pim for like the overall customizations. I will start to, because I am trying to pursue more a bit of a crafting career. I will put in a little bit of a logo with a
A maker's mark.
Yes.
like a crescent moon.
Ooh,
Hero point.
love it.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
And then anything else overall, as I'm doing it, Pim could just mention, hey, can you do this? Can you do that?
I can't think of anything right now. Maybe we can work on it more later.
Say you guys have we can always retroactively flavor it as you guys think about it. Okay, but we'll say it has whatever flavor you come up with. You lads on the deck. You guys are sailing along, keeping an eye out for a place to land, right?
Yes.
That's still the plan? Okay.
Yes.
As you are sailing along, can I get some perception checks from the two of you? That'll be Edenor and Lekash.
I got this.
25.
Binocular eyes.
That's only an 18.
I got 25.
Oh wait, I have a my eye.
Your eye
perception I
slash.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 19. Still not too bad.
Okay. With a 19,
And
that's still pretty. That's really good. And I'm going to say Gonzales also noted this as well. I rolled previously for him, and he rolled really well. So it's the you guys, the automatons, and Gonzales. Lycus, you at the helm. Where you at right now? Paint me a picture of where you guys are at the moment.
I think I'll take the helm because I know I think Edenor is generally better with any roles requiring the shooting of a thing, I think he's gonna do better than me at.
Sure.
My intelligence is zip.
Okay. You're at the
Chilling
wheel.
towards. Yep.
You're yes, and sorry, I know you said you were where?
I'm chilling over like towards the prow where I could get to the cannons or catapult if I need to.
Yeah, the mortar's up there too.
Mortar, that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, the catapult's in the back, just behind the wheel.
Yep.
So, Edenor, you'll hear it first. You hear the hooting and hollering of monkeys in the distance as you're traveling through the valley. It is a valley that has these steep slopes. The mountain range is ginormous. The mountains are huge, right? As they extend upwards into the sky. There are no clouds, although there is some misting from what's evaporating off of the jungle still. So it is a bit misty. It's a little bit hard to make out the peak, but you can every now and then you can clearly see it against the sky. The trees along the slopes of the mountain are massive. You feel the wind kind of rushing through. Accounting now for difficult terrain as you guys are moving into this hex. And as you're moving through, you begin to hear the hooting, the hollering, the screeching of monkeys in the far distance. It is momentary, but it is definitively there, like as it reaches you a little bit later.
I'm going to immediately raise the alarm to get everybody to stations. So,
Okay.
yeah, and hop on the mortar and just kind of like be gazing out, seeing if I can pick off any monkeys.
Okay. You make the call, right? Everybody kind of runs to their stations. Dorian is moving the kids and Martha and anybody else that was on deck from like the Thread, Fafney crew, right? Down below deck. Zane is on the deck with you. Brock is alongside Gonzales. Pim and Luna, do you guys come back up top with Otto?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Otto's on the deck with you guys as well.
What were you gonna say?
As you're looking around.
Nothing.
Was there something? Okay. As you guys join them on the deck, you all begin to kind of keep your eyes peeled, your ears peeled, and you look out. You're traveling through the valley, and then it comes again, the screeching of the monkeys. You hear it closer. And from your vantage point, what you see below you in the jungle is, well, I can show you actually. The angles are going to be a little bit different because of the map here.
Okay.
Ooh.
What you see is a cave, and not a cave built into the side of the mountain, but really like a giant hole going into the earth. You see the jungle trees all around it. You see water that has been collected that is still making its way down from the mountain's peaks, are flowing, and a lot of it is kind of catching and pooling in towards that cave. So you also find water just wild water for the first time in a while. But it is coming down the slopes of the mountain and collecting through the trenches of the trees, formed by the trees, and it's all flooding into this cave. The sound of the monkeys echoing out from this cave.
They have water.
No, Pim, we have water now.
I love that.
And fucking cast.
Excellent.
So,
Okay, well,
this cave, the entrance to this cave, guys, is huge.
for the
Can
cave.
it fit
I
the
will-
boat?
It can probably fit the boat.
Do we want to
It'll
put
take
the ship in
some
there?
piloting, but you could. I would say this thing is like 300 by 300 feet, or 300 feet diameter, let's say.
I just
So
think
300 feet across.
I just think that this feels like if we get the boat in there, they could very easily trap us in.
Maybe we scout it out first.
Yeah,
Precisely.
Let me read my description of this thing to you guys.
Okay.
do it.
Sorry.
It is a massive hole in the jungle floor. Trees are growing around it to almost shield it from view. But the trees are not the only thing outside of the cenote. as also going in, or not only around the outside, as you look down into it, you can actually see the interior walls of this cave also have trees growing out of it, creating almost like a vertical jungle going down into the cave. Several streams flowing past, and it's created now a waterfall, numerous waterfalls that are rushing down into there. The monkeys hooting and hollering is becoming more obvious. You can also start to, as you are now flying above it, you can also sort of smell a cocktail of aromas, earthy undertones, the crispness of the jungle, as well as monkey. So, but yeah, so it's not just a cave. As you look down from top, it is like the jungle in a hole. The sides of it have trees and stuff hanging off of it.
Cool. Smells like monkey
sounds
shit.
Like a lot. Yeah.
It smell like monkey
Smells
shit.
like a lot of monkey shit. Do you think, based on the sound, there seems like a lot of them, what if we let off a few mortars in that direction? Maybe we can pull some of them out. Just
What
like
if we
overhead.
set the forest on fire?
Okay, fine.
No, we'll
The
be
air
firing air
cannons.
cannons.
There we go. Yeah.
Air cannons.
Just
there
gonna
you go.
give it's just like a giant blowjob in a way. Just the job is blowing all the air along the trees.
With a hand on the shoulder. I don't think that means.
What do you think a blowjob is?
Luna, you clearly went to
your
private
job is
school.
blowing air.
Uh-huh.
A sheltered upbringing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give these monkeys some blowjobs.
Dear fuck. Alright.
For the kids,
Yeah.
guys.
Kids are below deck.
Say that.
They all gonna. I mean, let's be honest.
They can't
Yoma
know.
probably already knows. Just saying.
They grow up so fast. Okay,
Fucking kids.
so
So wait, Lycus, your suggestion is do we do a blowjob at like around the cave to get them to come out?
Well, my idea was a blowjob at the distance to get them to invade that area. As long as everybody on the ship stays here, then while we're in there, our backup could stay on the deck, maybe fire off a few cannons, keep them out here while we take care of whatever big boys are inside. I imagine they're not going to send out their biggest to recruit to check
Or-
out, whatever the fuck's going on.
Hear me out. What if we keep the ship unseen and stealth inside for a little reconnaissance? So that we know exactly where the treasure is, where we have to go, and how many monkeys there are, and what they're doing, and all that.
I am a proponent of the sneaky blowjob as opposed to the explosive one.
Should we do a sneaky blowjob?
Fine. Sneaky blowjob.
I just think we
Operation
don't know how
Sneaky
many
Blowjob.
they are.
Before we do that, I'm just gonna be right back real quick. I want to go find Yoma and ask for her boots, and offer her
Oh,
I don't know, a big allowance boost. She's like, you get an extra whatever amount. Just let me borrow your boots, man.
I'll tell you what a
Cheers.
blowjob is if you.
Get out of here.
I love that it's canon that
Yoma-
Pim is everywhere on the ship.
Sorry.
Yoma looks at you, Pim, and goes, "I know what a blowjob is."
No, you don't.
And
Knew it.
goes,
Luna's like, what? What do you mean?
goes, "Fine, but I want him back
Of
when
course,
you're
of
done
course.
with him." Okay, and she goes to take him off. He goes, "And don't get blood on him."
I have prestidigitation now. That's not a problem.
Okay, don't get shit on him either.
Yeah. You not smell it in the air? There's a lot of monkeys.
I know that's what I'm smelling. That's why I'm saying it.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Okay, so she takes as she's taking the the monkey paws off of her feet. These are more like monkey hands that she wears on her feet, right? As a magical item. And you see as she has to kind of pull each digit like you would if you're trying to like take your own gloves off, right? She has to kind of like pull it off of each toe first, right? And then the digits kind of go slack as they empty, kind of slips them both off and passes them over to you. They're fuzzy.
is going to be extremely helpful. So yeah, as the Wolfman puts on gorilla slippers, I'm ready.
Okay, Lycus, I'm just gonna say I don't have an item for this, so this just gives you a climb speed.
Sweet.
Okay, so just like how there's different movement speeds, you just have a climb speed equal to your walking speed.
Boom.
Nice.
Boom. All right.
I'm going to quick cast summon instruments so that I have my flute out.
So stealthy.
That'll last an
You're
hour.
nothing stealthier than a flute.
Of course,
You betcha.
we are communicating this to the crew. It's not some sort of secret thing that we're doing.
Right.
Okay. Who's staying on the ship? Because Brock and Gonzales, Brock goes, seeing you prep him, Brock goes, well, darling, how about if I go? You stay here.
Hell no, Dad. Sorry. What I meant to say was, I'm actually really excited about this adventure, and I think I can help.
I understand you're excited. It's just, it's dangerous, isn't it?
Dad.
These are flesh-eating monkeys.
Yeah, we've fought a T-Rex before, so I think we can handle it.
We also
You fought a T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Pulled out its heart.
Okay, well,
just a quick note. We also did fight a giant monkey with 4 arms. I'm pretty sure it ate flesh,
Sure
too,
did.
So.
We've got some experience with primates, so
That's where the shoes came from.
yeah.
all right. Well, I would feel better if you let Gonzales and I go with you, unless you'd rather us stay here on the ship.
As long as you can be sneaky.
We should leave somebody on the ship to keep an eye on things, though.
Right.
Temerity speaks up and goes, I've got you, my lord. I mean,
Very good.
first officer. Winks.
Very good, Temerity.
My lord.
Please make sure that the ship stays safe. If things go a little too haywire, make sure that the crew is safe and you stay high enough where the monkeys don't sneak up on you.
I think, I reckon a good, maybe 60 feet
And you've got
Above
auto.
the trees, yes.
above the trees. Sure. Okay. I can do that.
Auto?
Although,
Why
the
not
ship doesn't-
65 feet?
Actually, I
I
should.
feel
the
like
ship
60 is oddly specific.
I'd say about 3 movement speeds away from the top.
I'm gonna give
It's
Temerity.
like grappling gun distance.
Just outside.
I will give Temerity the pendant, since what's it called? Is Otto is staying on the ship. I'm gonna give Temerity the Otto pendant.
Oh, very well.
If you need any what's the word? If you need Otto to rain fire from above, just use this pendant and tell him what to do.
Certainly. Hello, Otto. And Otto, as the pendant kind of passes from hands, Otto just goes from looking at Pim, turns the head to look at Temerity, doesn't say a thing because it's a robot.
They prefer the term automata.
Sorry, because it's an
So
automaton.
So offensive. Okay.
So,
I would also
Okay.
just before we leave, I need to tell Lycus, can you just give a small little pep talk to our more recent crewmate, Clink? I don't know where she is currently, but this seems like a moment, you know.
Mhm.
Loyalty gets tested.
Right, right.
I'm
yeah,
going
is
to
Clink
just.
staying on or coming with?
I think Clink should.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're the captain.
Look at Max's face.
I think.
He's weighing your answer every word.
Kill Lycus, save Lycus.
I want Clink to stay on the ship with the explicit goal of being bodyguards to the kids. She likes them.
That's a good idea.
And if she can keep them in good health and good spirits, then, you know, there's a little bit of good grace earned.
Give me that role play. You find Clink. Clink is in
Oh
the.
no, I think I'm just gonna yell for Clink and wait for them to find me.
Okay. You call out for Clink,
Captain.
Yeah.
and there is a moment, and then suddenly the way Oka's deck is set up, there are gangways that kind of go up to the quarter deck, which is where the helm is, right? So it's a deck above the main deck. There is the doorway that leads backwards towards the stateroom and the captain's quarters, and then there are two gangways that also go down below on either side of that door. Actually, we can just pull Pim and Lycus. If you go to Roll20 and go to your character journal, can you tell me, do you see that you can drag the ship? So
Yeah.
your journal on Roll20.
I got it.
So Oka's perfect. The two of you, as the captain and the helmsman, I gave you guys the ability to control that token.
Woo!
So there you go. There's the Oka's will on deck. So out of this,
Sorry.
no, you're good. So out of the port side gangway that leads below, the suddenly bursts open. The door kind of slams against the wood as scurrying out from below. Yes, Captain. How can I
Alright,
be of
cool.
assistance?
So, the officers and I are about to go on a bit of a mission.
And you need my muscle.
Yes, indeed. Temerity here, and Gonzales will be kind of running the ship. You will be in charge of personnel, making sure, specifically, Sarah and Joma are never injured. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Looks at Edenor. Protect the
Ednor's
kids.
just yeah. Ednor looks back. One hair gets injured.
How many hairs are we talking?
If one,
I'll get counting.
if there's one that's out of place,
Yes, Clayton.
then
Okay,
you won't find you.
Uh,
Ednor just staring, has not blinked the entire time.
But yes, they're man-eating apes. We're gonna take care of it. Hopefully, there's gonna be some gold involved, and yeah, just make sure these kids are all right. And whatever Temerity and Gonzales need, help them. You're part of the crew now. Do what you can.
Man-eating apes, you say? Are you guys going after the Charau-Ka?
Oh, they're just in the way of treasure. We're not going after them.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt anybody.
Well,
I mean,
I
What?
don't know what your plan's gonna be to take the treasure from those guys. They're pretty nasty.
What do you know about them?
I grew up in the jungle, so all of us know about the Charau-Ka. You don't go into the western mountains unless you plan not to come back ever.
Well, we're the merry folk, so we are specially equipped. What are they? What do you know about? Like, do they have weaknesses? What are they good at? How do they attack?
Well, it's not just them. First off, there's them, the little guys, about my size, maybe a little smaller than me. Real mean bastards, really good at throwing shit. Like, real good at throwing shit. But they also have a whole bunch of control over all the other monkeys in the area. I mean, monkeys, gorillas, you name it, they listen to them. So it's not just gonna be them out down there.
Okay.
All right.
Also, they're not interested in anything you have to say. They just want to eat you in front of their statues.
Okay, that's good to know. So we won't try the whole negotiation thing.
Is Brock coming with us, or are they staying here?
Up to you guys. He'll look at you and say, Captain, I don't mean to overstep, but you are taking my baby girl. And if you're okay with me coming along, I'd like to help out.
I look over to him. So, as his baby girl, do you want
Baby
your
girl.
dad tagging? Do you want your dad tagging along? It would be nice to be able to relay messages to the ship in case we need them to start making that distraction.
Yeah, I think he would be useful.
All right. Welcome to the boarding party.
Does this make me officially an officer on your crew?
Mm,
I'm
we'll see
playing
what you can
it,
do.
My skill sets it's quite similar to Pim's, although you've done some growing since I last saw you, dear. So I imagine you'll surprise me. You always do. Okay. On your ship, I want to draw attention to on either side here. Those benches that kind of hang off the side, Oka's will, unlike the goblin ship you had previously that was fitted with landing gear, Oka's will, it's an elemental airship. It is not meant to land. Right? You have no landing gear. What it does have are these pulleys that can lower you guys down.
Okay.
I mean,
Unless
If
some of you
anybody
don't
wants
need to be
to-
lowered.
yeah, I mean, if anybody wants a ride.
Ooh,
Pim also
me.
doesn't need it anymore. They have a jetpack now. Oh no, they're not
Oh.
bringing Otto.
No, not
Sorry.
She
bringing
can
it.
make stairs though, whenever she wants.
I can make a bridge, yeah. Can you just fly us down?
Well, I'm sure. Well, not all at once.
Right. How high up are
If
we?
we
We're
wanted
like
to,
65 feet.
65 feet.
Yep, explicitly.
Yep. Confirmed 65 feet above the trees. The trees themselves are like another 30, 40 feet down. These are
Oh, never mind.
old, well-grown trees. This is a very mature forest. I would say, maybe 40, 50 feet is actually an underestimate.
was
I'm
gonna
going to
say.
say they're like 50, 60. Some old
Big
ass
trunks
trees around.
type trees?
Big trunk type
Big-
trees.
They
Uh, well, with Cat's fall, I can just dip 50 feet, so I'm gonna swing down and then just drop.
Okay.
Okay, I would like a ride.
under the tree.
I don't know. Uppies.
Well, I mean, of course. just hang on to the wings. Or,
Brock looks at you and goes, Ednor?
yes. You want
Say
uppies
it.
as well. You have to say it. to get
Uppies for the
opposite.
little people.
Uppies.
grabs Brock as well.
Top left
And I
screen,
just-
Brock disapproves.
Brock is demoralized.
Yeah, the meter went down a little bit.
He's not going to be a romance option anymore for you.
my personal joy meter went up.
Join me.
So
So Edinor and the two gnomes.
yes, I'm going to essentially just fly down the bottom. I can't fall. I have nestling fall, so
Yeah,
I just
but
glide all
you
the way
can't
down
fall.
for no damage.
I do want an athletics check because you're trying to hold two gnomes.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's,
fair.
It's a little cumbersome.
Oh, I
Still,
forgot.
guys.
I have a steed now.
That is.
Nice.
Hang on, I'll give you the DC before you say it. DC, let's have that be DC of 15.
I mean, it's 14 plus 12, so
Oh, yeah. Easy peasy.
I could juggle some gnomes as I'm going.
Hey, Luna. As as Ednor and the gnomes and Lycus just kind of dips with a rope, a big purple wolf with golden eyes appears next to you, and just kind of looks at you calmly and spreads wings. And is like, woof.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Roll
I
initiative.
was gonna.
Roll.
Rolling.
This was the plan. We knew it from the start. Like
He separated you from the rest of the party, and now he takes you out.
one by
It's
one.
all part of like this
Well,
plan.
yeah, I recognize the wolf, so I'll hop on, I guess.
Okay.
It leaps off. It just glides down.
Okay. And you guys going for the trees on the outside, or are you going into the hole?
I mean,
Uh,
go for the hole, right?
Always go for
you gonna
it.
land like near the hole and walk in, or like gliding
Yeah.
into the hole?
I think we want to
Just-
go just outside, maybe, because we want to be stealthy.
I will say, from Lycus, just so you know, just to clarify, from your vantage point, you can see the hole, you can smell the hole. You cannot see the bottom of the hole. It is deep.
Right. Well,
She deep.
for this silent blowjob, let's aim for next to the hole.
You guys are gonna
Yeah.
kind of just Be on the rim on the outside there.
Yeah, just a rim job.
Okay.
Just like warm up towards the hole, you know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to
morning.
Heroes of
It's
Mystery.
called foreplay.
Okay, you guys land on the trees on outside the rim. Adenor, you were successful in your check. Lycus, you ferry Luna down on your wolf. You guys make your way to the edge, and you see, as described, the jungle. It's almost like the jungle goes from kind of like x-axis to y-axis.
Straight down.
Straight down. You can see the plants. I mean, gravity is still in effect here. You can see the trees are like, the leaves and stuff are draping down. The vines and stuff, all that stuff are, the weight of them are there pointing downwards. But the trees kind of grow out at a 90-degree angle.
That's
Can-
pretty
The
can I
water
just have,
flows down.
Clarity,
Mhm.
clarity, David. This is so you have mountain. Is this into the mountain or going downward?
This is going, so there's kind of like a plateau on the mountain where you found this. It's like just a kind of like a flat cliff where the jungle kind of is over.
Yeah.
And then this is going down into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the trees are growing like. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You imagine like the Spider-Verse transition when Gwen kind of walks around the thing,
Mhm.
right? The camera wouldn't
Yeah.
really have to change, So the trees would still be in line. Okay, so you guys can start making your way down there. Let's get some flavors on how you're getting down there. If any of you are climbing, I'm going to need athletics checks. If any of you are doing anything else, we'll talk about what kind of checks. Edenor, if you're just flying down, there's not going to be any real check for you.
I'll be
Well-
I'll kind of like glide from tree to tree, but I want to stay with the group.
Okay, you're carrying the
Close.
gnomes the whole way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can continue carrying gnomes.
Well,
I can
was gonna
also
say,
run along vertical surfaces
You can?
with my boots.
Oh, by all means
Okay.
then. Parkour it up.
I will carry a gnome.
I also have hand boots.
Yeah, you're fine. You can like swing from branch to branch, full monkey style if
Just
you want
looks
to.
like one
You
of
can
the
take
monkeys.
acrobatics for that.
Yeah,
Brock is the only one without the options.
and
I'm just going down on this little wolf, flying wolf.
Doing cool stuff. And you're just going straight down like an elevator.
I picture him seeing like anime, all of you doing anime things, swinging down, and just like an elevator.
Drinking tea.
Yeah, just,
Yeah.
The whole way down, Brock is not even looking in your eyes, Edenor. He's got the hands around your neck, right? He's just like, this is the weirdest adventure I've ever been on.
I mean, you did ask to come on this adventure.
That's true. I did. Okay.
You know, I am going to. That Oppies is going to live rent free in my head until I perish.
oh, you said uppies?
He just kind of he just pouts. You guys continue to drift your way down. Okay, let's get Lycus. I'm gonna have you do an acrobatics check. Pim, I'm gonna have you also do an acrobatics check because even though you have it, you're not used to necessarily walking on walls.
Right.
Edenor will have you do an athletics check.
Okay.
Luna, you're chilling.
Can I do a tea check?
Yeah, are you still bringing your tea down with you?
Tea check.
just the one cup left.
Prestidigitation.
I can. Yeah, I can actually use precipitation to like form an less than one bulk object.
You can use what?
Oh, true.
What was that spell?
Is it prestidigitation?
Prestigi-
Yeah.
Nah. Prestidigitation.
I believe you do.
Good
That's pretty
job,
decent.
That's good. Okay, let's get those checks. Pim, what'd you get?
Pim, acrobatics. Plus 10, plus 1 because of the boots, so 22 total.
22 is an easy success. You're making your way down, hopping from tree to tree, doing little twirls and moves. You
Yeah, so
almost
she-
find like,
She basically like runs down for an action and then stops on a branch and then runs down again. I think that's how it works.
perfect.
Nice.
Yeah. Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. Edenor,
26.
26 is a success. You were able to drift down and glide with your wings and your gnome successfully. Okay. Luna, you're just making your tea. How's your tea?
Roll for
This
it.
time
Well,
I went
when-
with more of like a green tea, so I have a little bit of caffeine to go with
Sure.
this
Going into
adventure.
the fight? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Lycus, how about you?
So I rolled a nat 20 on my acrobatics for a 34.
Woo!
My man.
So he can just leap 50 feet, and that's like he can fall 50 feet without taking any damage. So I think you just see bits of just him falling. Woo! But somewhere along the way, he does just like flip in front of Luna, like as he's passing over them, hands you a piece of paper, and finishes the flip.
Sick.
On the paper is just real badly scratched, standard and combat mish, poorly written, the words, and it's just a breakdown of the payments for the ship and the crew.
Payroll?
I like
We're
that
talking about
Lycus is
payroll?
professional. I appreciate professionalism in my pirates.
Oh, man.
So yeah, you know you're the quartermaster, so you should approve the.
Now? We're doing this now?
No, just a heads up, just like, oh, before I forget, here you go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have some time to
Fantastic.
review documents as we go.
I'll say,
Drinking his tea,
Lycus,
signing documents.
Lycus, with your checks, we'll say you're a little bit ahead of everybody as well. As you guys are going, I noticed none of you said stealth. So as
Shit.
you're making your way down,
We totally forgot.
I couldn't help but notice.
your stealthy blowjob quickly becomes a very noticed job.
Noticeable blowjob.
It
It's
becomes
not,
very
it's not a
noticeable.
secret blowjob, it's an explosive one.
I'll say, so the way this looks is,
Oh, God.
Lycus, you hand Luna off the scribbled note, and as you make your way down, there is a branch that you kind of do like a quick little landing on, right? Your landing is stylish with the nat 20. You kind of like grab it, do like a little twirl, right? And kind of like get back up to the top of it. But it does such a job of shaking the tree, and leaves begin to kind of fall down. Pim, as you move through, you snap a branch as you land. There's just a little bit of a misstep. And Edenor and Brock are having a very weird conversation about pride. And Luna, you're just kind of drifting down in the middle. You can imagine for someone below looking up, you're quite obvious.
Oh my God.
And the end result is this all amounts to, you hear first the monkeys all begin to kind of respond and begin howling, and then from deeper within you hear a roar, and a swarm of monkeys begins to go after, as they are as the branches kind of shake, you can see them kind of rushing upwards now. You just see hundreds of furry little monkeys just kind of moving from branch to branch very quickly, and they are going to go after Pim and Lycus, because those are the two that are actually on the branches. So Pim and Lycus, you are swarmed by monkeys as they are making their way up.
Oh my
Let me
God.
get a little bit, we need to get a little bit of change of music here.
We're dumb, you guys.
How did we forget about stealth?
This
We're
was
too busy trying to
not
look
well
cool.
thought out.
Totally forgot.
We're like,
That
oh,
was
this is
my plan.
We're just excited about running on walls and doing
You
cool
know, doing
flips.
cool stuff, you know, making fun of Brock.
All right, we'll learn from this.
No, we won't.
Okay, so monkeys are chasing after the crew. Let me pull up my monkey.
Ah!
So, swarm of monkeys are going after Pim and Lycus.
This turned into Temple Run real fast.
No.
We didn't even tell the ship to like fire off. Like that was the main plan. That was.
We gotta.
Tell them to shoot a couple cannonballs in here while we're here.
Yeah, quick.
It's too late.
Dang.
Too late.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Oh man, we could have done
Okay.
something so cool. We could have like set a trap and like gotten a bunch of monkeys all at once.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's okay.
Lycus and Pim. Can I please get reflex saving throws from the two of you?
Sure. A total of 30.
Oh, geez, that's a critical success. Okay. Okay, Lycus
I have a
Backflipping
critical
off the monkey.
success.
as well. You
Yeah.
you guys are crazy. So
Woo!
you guys see the monkeys coming up the branches, and as they kind of like start grabbing onto you, you can feel their little hands kind of like pulling at your clothes, pulling at your hair, right? As they are trying to even kind of dipping into your pockets. But you're able to stop them from stealing anything as they attempt to do so.
Oh.
But they are also going to well, you say I need to make another reflex save. Let me have you do another reflex save because that was against the ransack. So now this one will be against the bites.
Oh shit.
Look at those little thieves.
Oh, not good at all.
Okay.
16.
Failure.
Okay.
20 total.
20 is a success. You take. So the failure is going to take full damage. The success will take half damage. It's going to be 3 damage for failure, 1 damage for success.
Oh
That's not
no.
bad.
They're not very strong. They're monkeys, right? But you can feel their
But
teeth
there's
as
a
they
lot
kinda
of them.
There's a lot of them. There's a swarm of them making their way up the thing. Okay, what do you guys do? There's a swarm of monkeys. I'm going to say there's 2 swarms of monkeys. One around Pim, one around Lycus.
Are we
We'll
rolling
hop into
initiative?
here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. I was going to kind of keep it kind of free right now because I'm like, it's just a swarm. So we'll just have everybody
Just
take
a
round.
swarm. Just a casual swarm.
Just a couple swarms.
That's
We don't need initiative. I'll start with Pim and make my way down. So we'll go Pim,
Yep.
Edenor, Luna, Lycus. That's just because that's the order of my camera.
With initiative rolls?
No,
You say?
just
Oh.
take your actions.
Oh.
So we're not going to do initiative. Let's just keep
Yep.
moving.
Okay. Darn, because I got a natural 20 on initiative. I'm going to I'm gonna try haunting him. So this is a spell that shoots out in a 15-foot cone. So all of them that are kind of coming at me should probably get it. So it's I guess I'll flavor this with my flute. I'm gonna play a really haunting tune on my flute, and it's a basic fortitude save of, I think my DC is 22.
Okay. Roll me a performance check, please.
Performance. 19.
19 is a success. Okay, so you need a what kind of save?
Fortitude 22.
Failure, critical failure.
Sweet.
So what
So
happens?
they take 8 sonic damage,
Oof.
and because they critically failed, they're also deafened for 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Pim. So you are standing on a tree as the monkeys are kind of swarming up around you. You feel their little hands all over you. You feel the teeth kind of biting at your cheek, at your face, at your
Gross.
hands, at anything they can get a hold of. You manage to bring the flute to your mouth, and there is just a cacophony of monkeys all around you. But somehow you are able to play loud enough to overcome it, and your flute
Magic.
sounds take effect. So the monkeys are not able to drown out the sound of your flute, and thus your spell is able to go off. They take, you said 8 damage?
8 sonic.
We'll say that. Okay. We'll say that swarm of monkeys is bloody as they all kind of suddenly, you guys watch as the swarm just kind of shoots off of him. All of them just begin to let her go, and they're like closing their ears, and they're screeching loudly. Several of them, because they have to choose between holding their ears or falling off, several of them are now falling into the pit as the swarm is bloodied. It's reduced by half. Okay, nice. Pim, anything else you do?
Let's see, that was 2 actions. Last action to stride. Just keep going down the wall.
Keep going down the wall. Okay. All right, Pim, once you blow and you get the monkeys off of you, you continue down. Edenor, you are up with Luna on deck.
So I'm going to put use my worn icon to spark Transcend Marathon Dash for one of my actions, which does give pretty much everyone else around me the extra stride at the beginning of
Okay.
their turn. And
What's
then,
their range on that?
so it is, it's either 10 or 20. Let me check. It's my aura.
I'll say you can definitely get Brock, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'll say you can get Luna as well.
Okay. So that's fine. So I'll trigger that. Then I'm going to go into the Steal Yourself.
Okay.
So then within my stance, I will choose Luna. Will gain some temporary hit points and a +2 circumstance bonus to fortitude saves till the next turn. And the temporary hit points are 3 +3, not a ton, but something. And then I will use my just flight down. So I'll continue flying down. It's another 30 feet.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then that'll bring us to Luna. You're up.
Are
Monkeys on
there...
Pim are bloodied. Monkeys on Lycus not yet touched.
I'm gonna aim. Okay, I want to try and get rid of the ones that are on Pim. Then if they're bloodied at least.
Yeah.
I'll go
Pim managed
for
to escape.
a...
She's moving away from them, but they're bloodied, and they will chase her after.
Are they within 30 feet or
Yeah.
further than that?
No, they're within that.
Yeah. I'll try go for Produce Flame.
Okay.
Spell attack then.
Hit him.
Roll. That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll damage.
That is 13 fire damage.
13 fire damage. All right. How do you want to do this?
I think just in a similar vein to Iron Man, the little bit of a small mini fireball with flame emitting from it gets shot out from Luna's hand, and she goes, fires towards them. It hits one, and the fire just spreads to the rest of the swarm that's amongst them.
Awesome. Yeah, Luna shoots the fireball out and on impact to one of the monkeys who's in the middle of kind of like its eyes are closed, its ears are clutched, and it's kind of like screaming in the sky. The flame hits it and just erupts, and it spreads to the others, the few remaining on the branch, and the few remaining on the branch just begin to fall down. You just see fiery little monkeys just raining down into the hole. Okay, awesome. Anything else, Luna?
And then from there, I'll use Arcane Cascade stance. So, with her blade out, you start to see fire emit from the hilt all the way to the tip, and now it's looking like a blade with some fire.
Awesome.
Emitting from it.
Nice. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Lycus, you are up. You're muted. You good?
Thank you. So I am currently have monkeys on me. The monkeys on Pim are gone.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. Are there any more like little hordes around, or is it just these two that were on?
Just these two hordes for now. Just these two swarms.
For now.
Yeah, cool. For now, I was just checking. And a swarm is one target, right?
Yeah, basically just one target.
I was just checking which thing to use. So yeah, I want to use ignition.
Okay.
Cantrip. So as I have all these monkeys just covering me, I'm just going to just kind of start ripping and tearing it into myself, and then ignite and just burn them all off.
Sick. Okay. Yeah. What do I do?
I do a spell attack.
Oh, okay.
Burn them all.
Does 25 hit?
25 will hit. 25, yeah. It's for sure.
Alright. Oh, shit. My dice are flying.
No worries.
That's a total of 19 damage.
19 damage. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I think she's going to, like I said, he just rips a couple off of him and just starts roaring at them. with his as his face gets a little more like wolfish for a moment, and fire starts to grow out, and they start to turn to ash, but it grows farther and farther, covering the ones all around him. Uh,
Mhm.
and he goes to like fight, and go, oh, they're dead.
Yeah, as you go into like your stance to fight them all off, you look around and there's just sizzled monkey corpses all over the branch. They're just little animals.
Well, all right.
Now there's
There's
the
more of
smell of
them.
burning. There's
You
the smell
feel
of burning
bad.
fur mingled in with all of this.
Delicious.
Okay.
Did like a step and shit at this point.
And you continue down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we regroup at all? Like, should we consider our
Yeah,
next step
we
first?
should pause at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are making your way down, I'll say, narratively speaking, we've gone through a bit. More monkey swarms continue to pass you as they are rushing away. You can see that your presence here has disturbed them. Obviously, the ones that ran into you were just kind of, were the ones that were assaulting you. But you're able to avoid a lot of the other swarms as monkeys of all various sizes and species are climbing out of this hole. Looking down below, you start to see what awaits you. And quick little map swap. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So, down below at the bottom of this, you guys are coming down from above. I'm going to give you guys like, we'll say 60 feet to drop down on them. This is 60 feet below all of you. So, can you guys see the height markers on the map?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, you see there are several, they're ruins, right? You see a broken platform down below, covered in moss and slightly flooded. You can see where the waterfalls have kind of now collected and created a pool down here at the bottom. You can make out a couple of cages over in the corner beneath the canopy. Inside of them, you see someone being held, and you see two pillars upon which stand these. The best way to describe them is kind of like Rafiki, but evil. You can
Evil
imagine like a really
Rafiki.
edgy Rafiki. That's kind of what you're looking at. And then on the upper platform up here, you see a stone ape skull. A stone ape skull, and its jaw projecting outwards. Held within the bottom of the jaw is a pool of blood. You see a more muscular, clearly leader monkey standing there as it holds up a long sword in its hand, and it kind of points it at your party, and it screams angrily. And I think that's where we're going to take our first break as you guys are dropping in on this ritual.
All right.
Okay,
Just a drop in.
good job.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Guys, we will be back in about 10 minutes, and we will pick up with initiative. So, we'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Hello, hello, welcome back to Heroes of Histaeria Sandsea Saga, Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. Actual play, we are going to pick up with the crew of the Sandsea Saga, the Merry Folk, as they are making their way down into a jungle cave. And as they've been descending, they've had to fight off an onslaught of monkeys that are escaping the cave, now arriving and seeing the bottom of the cave. Before you, below you, you see a ritual being conducted. You see a lead monkey at the top here, outside, just on the edge of a giant ape skull filled with blood. You see that there is a humanoid figure on their knees, right? Unable to really look up. You can tell this person is heavily injured. You can see three really heavy metal angry Rafikis circling that that stone thing. The two over here are standing atop pillars. This pillar is broken. And there is a prisoner kept in a makeshift cage over on the side here, who is also seems heavily injured. That is obvious as you descend down upon this. The monkeys notice you, they see you, and they are angrily gesturing in your direction as you are coming down and interrupting their ritual. I'm going to give you guys the jump on these guys, as they are not going to make their way up to you, assuming you're making your way down to them. So I'll give you guys a quick second here to prep where you want to drop, and then we'll roll initiative as you drop down.
I don't think we should let them finish the ritual, so I think I'm going to drop on that guy.
You can drop on that guy. All right. Lycus, go ahead and pull your token onto the field and just put it right around here for me.
Got it.
I think we should have somebody else also interrupt whatever they're doing on those statues.
I
But
can
I think
do a lot of like debuffing, so maybe I could be dropped close but not in it, you know? Maybe like maybe up here.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit tight, but you can try to land there. I mean, actually, you're running down, so yeah, you can easily just hop over there.
Okay.
We can say yeah, you're going to be right over there. That's fine. I will say though, there are spikes along the edge there. You guys
Okay.
can kind of see there's some skulls impaled upon them. That is difficult terrain for you.
Okay.
And if you fail, you might hurt yourself. Just so you know.
Okay.
You can absolutely go there.
I'm gonna risk it for the
so wait,
biscuit.
where's Pim
Risk
going to
it.
be at?
So you're going to be in kind of like this corner over here. It looks like.
So I'm putting myself on there.
All right. I'm just going to slide you over a couple spots right onto that ledge.
Sure.
Okay. Edenor and Luna, where are you guys dropping in?
Luna, where are you going?
I'm going to drop Brock wherever you drop Edenor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a heavy hitter, so I mean I could try and take out at least one of these statues.
I think you go to disrupt the statues, and then we just do Operation Blow Job on the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Below the bad guy.
Double
Got
team
it.
it?
Explosive blow job.
Yeah, blow that blood away.
Oh. I am taking the gloves off. I
It's getting weird.
got to bring this back down. Okay. So
Yeah,
where are you guys placing
I'll go
yourselves?
right. I'll go right here. Let me drag him
Okay. We'll have Brock.
So we're
right-
Brock right.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa, hey, buddy.
God, he's
The
the
gnome.
biggest gnome ever.
We'll have Brock kind of like right here with you.
So we're kind of focusing this guy, and then
Yeah, it looks like everybody's dropping on the boss.
just to stop the ritual so there's not a second boss.
yeah. Careful of AOE's though. Be sure to spread out as soon as you can.
Luna, where are you dropping?
I would to the right statue, but see, is my icon working?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah, you're
never
there.
mind.
Okay, so Luna.
Yeah, I'll
you're
try and
trying-
drop on this. Pretty much this right statue area.
Okay, and Lycus, you are sending your Hujima Flippy with him, right? The
Yeah, my Eidolon will
Your
be giving them a ride to where they gotta be. And for now, that's it, because other things take actions, and I
Yeah.
want to be...
That's fine. Let me just get your. I'm going to use the old Lycus token for your Eidolon, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Do you guys see this arrow in the middle of the screen that's just staying there?
Arrow?
No.
Did I leave an
You don't see
arrow?
it? Someone's arrow lagged and it's just like stuck on the screen 55 feet.
What color is it?
Blue.
Blue? That's Luna.
It's okay. Maybe it'll go away
It's not on
eventually.
my screen. If I do
Oh,
this-
leave an
there we go.
arrow.
It's gone.
Okay, let me just give you
I just
control
did
of
it
this guy
somewhere
real
else
quick
to
like
restart.
this.
Sweet.
Okay, so everybody's in position. I'm gonna say Lycus
Zoom.
Eidolon.
Hope he doesn't have any juicy AoE, guys.
Honestly,
Be careful.
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lycus.
Yeah.
So the Eidolon's down on the field. You should be able to move it around.
Cool. He's gonna stick with Luna for now.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, guys. I think we have everybody in position. So let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Ah!
Those of you that were kind of like traveling, because you guys made your initial skill checks, so you can substitute your initiative instead of perception if you wanted to do like as you were using acrobatics. Pim, you were also using acrobatics. You can sub in those skills instead of perception here. Perception is still available for Toryu if you prefer to do that, though.
No.
I'm gonna go with
Acrobatics, great.
acrobatics. I think I get a bonus here.
What do you know?
Oh, that's just a balance.
That's 28. With acrobatics.
2 seconds here. Roll 20 apparently remembers the initiative from like Halloween. Clear. We haven't rolled initiatives on this campaign since then.
Roll 20 has a keen
okay.
mind.
For anybody wondering, Volo went first. Okay. Okay. Get
Also,
Pim in there.
That's fair, it might be a little.
Your Eidolon shares your turn, right? I don't need to roll
I think so,
initiative
yeah.
for it. Okay.
Yeah. Even if it
Okay.
doesn't, I think that's way easier just to
Yeah.
keep track of with so many.
Yeah, same. Same. Okay.
Also, Ednor, why the fuck ain't you flanking?
We are where we are. Okay, Lycus. You're muted, Mike.
Hold on. Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh, you were. I think you were saying
22.
something.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was.
okay.
I didn't realize I was muted. No, I thought Brock was going to be on this one, but then I guess that's a pillar. But yeah,
We on where? What? Which one?
when we landed,
Get
Oh,
that
you
I
were
pillar.
guess
over
that's
there?
a pillar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can move him over there.
Okay.
Sweet.
Just do like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that.
And now we
All right.
jump them.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Lycus, go ahead with initiative for me.
Yep, that was a
Inish.
28.
Whew. Okay. Let me get Brock initiative too real quick. Brock was hanging on to you, so I'm gonna call that a. Nope, that's still gonna be just perception for him. Okay, Brock got a 14. Okay.
22 for me.
2 for Ed. Pim,
21. Oh, I'm sorry, 23, actually.
23 actually. Luna,
28.
nice. Luna and Lycus, you guys can decide amongst the two of you who you'd like to go first.
You test out what this. Let Lycus test out what this boss guy is doing first.
Okay. I should have pulled these stat blocks up over the break. My bad.
Please hold while we
You-
prepare.
Well, you guys can strat in the meantime.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your time to strat if you got it, because once we get going, we're gonna
I
get
can,
going.
Yeah.
like, make him off guard or something. I
I'm
can
just gonna go all in with
stupefy.
one of my transcending 4 dragonfly wing strike thingies. I want to try that sucker out. So I think I'm gonna try and hit him hard. Do we want to try and get that guy out of there though?
I'll be heading in that direction.
Well, I'm talking about that
Oh,
that one, the one that's like heavily injured over there as well. Or is he dead?
What?
No, he's injured
You talking about bottom
And
right or somewhere
by
else?
the blood pit.
He's pinging.
By the blood pit?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a guy up there. that's heavily injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering what the situation is with that.
Yeah, we need to figure out what's
that
going on.
That
with
guy's
him.
heavily injured. Yeah.
I think I'll
And
use one
he's
of my
in the
attacks.
blood pit, or he's
He's
hanging
in the
over
pit.
it.
No, he's in
Yeah.
the pit. He's in the pit.
I think I'll use one of my attacks to just like full attack, but then my rest of my actions to pull him out.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Is- Is he
Do
like
something.
deep down there, or is he like right there?
What do you mean? He's
In the
just
pit.
he's kneeling in the pit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know if it was like down a bit or anything.
No, I mean, yeah, there's a bit of an indent, but it's like
But
roughly
not
the same
much.
level of floor. Yeah.
Okay,
Not enough that
That's-
I'm going to calculate it.
gotcha. Okay, just
now
want to make
that
sure.
we're closer, is he also a monkey man or is it just a man?
No,
Looks like a
he
lion.
looks like a human man.
Okay.
Actually, as you're looking at him, he
amazing
looks
kid.
like possibly like a dwarf,
Okay.
a
Cool.
dwarven individual.
Let's save him.
Okay. All right. Let's get into combat. You guys rolled really well, but our
He
bad guy
rolled
did
better.
get he rolled better. He did get a 31. So, yeah, he's pretty quick.
Of a-
Okay. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our first action to rage.
Okay.
So let me just do some quick adjustments to some things here.
We're actually
Rage
fighting
is different
Grog.
in Pathfinder. No, I don't think it gives you like resistance. I think it gives you an attack
yeah.
boost, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So once we're now raging, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our. Who landed first? Lycus dropped first, right? I think he's had the higher initiative. Okay. He's going to make a longsword attack against you, Lycus. As you land.
Okay.
That's going to be a 27 to hit you.
That'll hit me.
Alrighty. Then for damage.
What are you laughing for? You got hit. You're supposed to be sad.
I'm just chuckling because Luna's like, I'm happy that I did not drop there.
Lycus, you're going to take 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
hit.
He's raging. You're going to take 19 slashing damage.
No.
Okay. Perfect.
And you're also going to take 1 additional bleed damage, persistent bleed.
Oh.
That's going to be 4 persistent bleed damage to you.
Ooh.
On your turn, at the end of your turn, you can try to, you'll make the save against it. But as of right now, you're bleeding. So.
So do I take
then,
do I take the bleed damage now? Then, or at the beginning or end of my turn, or anything like that?
you take it.
You take it at the end of your turn, and then I think you have to roll like a 15 is the DC.
Yeah, you take it at the end of each of your turns. Yeah, so you don't take it now. You'll take it at the end, but you are bleeding. And then let's see here. Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to use its
check.
as it cuts into you, Lycus. You drop down, and this monkey kind of like leans forward and screeches in your face. You can see spittle flying out at you, dripping off of its like yellowed fangs. It's going to lurch forward and strike at you that's how it begins its rage. It's going to strike at you with the sword, right? And as you begin to bleed, it's going to start going into this shrieking frenzy, where it's going to quicken, and it's going to get an additional action that it can use to stride or strike. We're going to use a second action to strike. We're going to use this additional action to strike at you again with the sword. Penalty applied. That is a natural 1 for critical failure. Even with the bonuses and all that stuff. Okay, and then it's going to use its last action, seeing that it is about to be fucking surrounded. We are going to stride. Let's see here. It is going to leap. It's going to kind of like crouch down and run over this way towards the ledge, using its tail to kind of hold on to the one of the spikes that are coming out where there's a skull on there. It's using its tail to kind of balance itself as it's kind of brandishing its weapon angrily at you now. Okay, that is the monkey's turn. Luna is up with Lycus on deck.
I'm coming down. I'm going for a spell strike on this one that's below me, or as soon as I land, I'm going for spell strike.
Okay, Luna, can I please have 2 will saves?
2.
2.
First one will. First one is 19. Wait, No, first one is 21.
That's a success.
Second is 15.
That is a failure. Okay, so Luna, as you are dropping in, you are targeting the monkey on top of the pillar.
Yeah.
Right? As you get within range of the monkey, as you just kind of like somewhere as you're approaching, you start to feel a twisting in your stomach. You start to feel a cold sweat on your skin. Your skin is getting kind of like those goosebumps. You are aware that there's a magical effect in this place. And as you are coming down closer, you realize that there are probably more than one. You land, and as you land, you look up, and it is just gray. The whole world is just gray. You are blinded.
Wow.
Oh dear.
You landed where you landed, but you are blinded. I'll say the monkey is concealed from you, but you know where it is. You know it should be in front of you. But you
Do
are
I know
blinded.
how many rounds? Is it permanent blind?
Um,
Or does it say
You
how
don't
many
know.
rounds?
you don't know. You wouldn't know that.
Oh. The reason I mentioned that is because I have a strong resilience to light and darkness. So if I'm like blinded, it's reduced by 1 round.
Okay. Good to know.
But is 16 a minute difference?
Would a 16 have made a difference? No.
Okay, second. All right. Condition blinded.
Oh,
-4 status. So how does this work for melee?
So the the attack roll, the creature's concealed to you. So you have to roll a flat check first to see if you hit it. So go ahead, just roll a d20.
That is a 10.
10 succeeds. So the DC was 5. So you can go ahead and make your attack.
Get him.
Go for spell strike. That is a 25 to hit.
25 will certainly fucking hit. Let me confirm that a crit. 25 is not a crit, but it definitely hits.
So then we're gonna go. Let's see. Roll damage. 5 plus 34 is 39.
39 damage.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, because it's
Holy shit.
shocking grasp.
Luna's nasty.
Then plus 1 more for being and still in like a cascade stance. So like 40 overall.
Okay, yeah. That 40 overall.
Yeah.
It's really fucking hurt. It's
Oh,
on its last legs. You guys watch as Luna comes down. Luna, you lose your sight for whatever reason. As you land, you go to look up, you lose your sight. You are unsure of where it is, but you are a honed, very experienced fighter. You shoot forward with the blade, kind of remembering and recalling where it is, and you feel that satisfying tear of the blade moving through the monkey's muscle and flesh. You guys watch as Luna just takes this thing's arm off. It's really hurt. It's not dead, but it is just messed up.
Okay.
Damn.
That was back.
Blinded and all.
Would a recall
like it's on
knowledge
deck, right?
be possible here?
Yeah, recall knowledge would.
'Cause I'll try and find out recall knowledge of just the one I hit, I guess.
Okay.
The steamy.
You can actually
I don't-
roll a society here if you're proficient for these creatures.
Nah, that would just be a 18.
18 makes it. 18 is a success. I'm looking at the stat block here. So with an 18, Luna, what you remember is at the Mystica Seminary, it is a university, it is a magical university. There are a number of different disciplines that people engage in. one such discipline is the study of occult tribes and deities. Right? Your school is quite religious, so they also make sure to teach things about demons and the like. You recall the lesson about the Charau-Ka. Just briefly, as you cut into this, worshippers of the evil god of their god Engazan, and you also get a stat block thing with a success. It's not a critical success, so I'm just going to give you one, or you can tell me. I'm just going to give you one. You can ask one question about a stat block.
40 was more than bloodied. I would let's go with weakness out of curiosity.
Weakness. No
If it has
weaknesses
any.
listed.
Ooh,
No weaknesses.
bummer.
But
Okay, then
you do recall their deity.
yeah. Then that will be my turn there.
Okay, cool. All right, then Lycus is up with Pim on deck.
Okie dokie. So, first things first, gonna put a hand on this man's shoulder and pull him out of the blood.
Okay, yeah, you pull this dwarf out of the blood, and he is delirious. He is having a hard time kind of collecting himself. You see he's heavily injured, and as you kind of pull him out of the blood, he's hanging. He's on death's door, right? He's like, thank you.
Cool.
I'll just move his token forward a little bit.
Try not to die. We're gonna
Okay.
do some work. Also, brought to you by the Merry Men. Enjoy. Bye bye.
Merry folk.
The plug. And the correction.
Just hear him from the corner.
Oh shit! I just
What?
revealed my position.
No, I don't think I can actually move. If I'm gonna do this. I want to then pull out my spear as a second action, and can I chuck it at this guy, or is he like?
No, you can chuck it at him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can chuck it at him. You can kind of see him.
Sweet.
He's keeping an eye on you.
Sweet.
Bet he is.
Then yeah, I'm gonna use my spear's ability.
Okay.
It basically casts a small fireball. I can only do this once.
Okay.
But let's see.
Where's Edenor? Oh.
Just too far away. It has a very short range of 10 feet.
I got you, Lycus. Hang on. What if I did this?
Almost.
Ah.
Does that help?
But no, don't worry. I did check. It won't reach you. It'll stop right at your face. So,
Just look over him every time.
so I'm
Your
gonna
wings
throw
are a
my
little
spear at him.
singed. Feathers smoking.
I have no eyebrows left.
Speaking of smoking, I should mention too. There's just dead monkey corpses smoking all over this fucking place.
So
Smells
that
horrid.
is a 27 total.
27 total to hit him.
All right.
That'll
and
hit him.
now I do the fire damage, which is. Let me double check this. Cool. I thought this was a little overpowered, but it is only once per day, so 6d6.
Fuck.
Woohoo!
Ooh, woof.
6. 12 plus 3, 15. 22.
22 damage?
Yeah, from 66.
Fuck.
Damn.
Okay.
I got a couple of
Okay.
6s in there.
Excellent.
Nice. Hang on, let me just do some math. I have a calculator app.
And the last thing kind of happens automatically.
Mhm.
The spear just kind of flies back to my hand.
Sick. Okay.
I
Yeah, like
love
it says,
this.
you throw the spear out. It shoots. It flies across the field, and as it makes the impact with the monkey's chest, there's an eruption of fire. As you pull the spear back, it kind of creates a vacuum, and the smoke is kind of dragged behind it, revealing the monkey. It's not bloodied, but it's pissed, and you can see its face is like just scorched off the side, and then it's like its whole left side is just completely scorched. And he's gonna.
Ednor, that was a good amount of damage. That little fucker don't like to go down.
He certainly does not.
All right, that's 3 actions for you, Lycus.
Yep.
Okay. Next in the order,
Order.
there will be 2 monkey swarms that appear on the field.
Oh no.
Monkey.
Oh,
They're coming. 2 more monkey swarms appear on the field. That is their turn to just show up. Okay. Pim, use up with Ednor on deck.
Okay, Pim is first going to.
Where's the second?
Top left and down.
Oh, I just have to zoom out. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I do too. That's okay. So I'm going to first bolster my allies with a joyful tune of victory from my flute. And that's Inspire Courage, so you all get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects for 1 round.
Okay. You remind
What's
me.
the range on that?
60 feet. I think it gets everyone. And then,
Yeah, it gets everybody.
okay, that's a focus point. And then I'm going to, I think, try to, so the dwarf guy, he's looking dazed and like kind of rough.
Oh, he's rough. He's
Okay.
rough. He's hurt.
We're heroes, so I'm going to try to heal him a little bit. Can't forget that. So I'm going to shift the tune a little bit to a very soothing, kind of enchanting song, and this is for our dwarf friend. So the target is going to regain 3d10. Where's my d10? Are you a d10? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Count
8,
sides.
13, 17 plus 12. God, I forgot how powerful this one is.
Wow.
So
All right,
29.
He's back up to full.
Excellent.
He's completely healed.
Does he still seem like in a daze, or is he?
I'll add him to the initiative order, and we'll do his reaction on his turn.
Okay, those are my 3 actions, so that's what I got.
Okay. I'll just have you coming in at the end here, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just get the bloody sign off of him. All right, cool. Nice job, Tim.
Go.
All right. Okay, Edenor, use up.
All right. So I'm gonna use a fledgling flight move
Okay.
to get me next to him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my icon transcend mirror spirit strike from my blade
Okay.
icon, and that allows me to do 2 attacks, and the second one's only -2.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Get him.
That is going to be a 22 on the first one.
22 to hit him on the first one.
Yep.
That hits. Oh,
Okay.
hang on. Yes, it hits.
Okay. And then I wanted to see if the second attack hits, because like if they both hit, then it's all spirit damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's 18. That's 28.
28 also hits, yeah.
Perfect. And then that
Can
is
confirm.
perfect. So that is 4d8 plus. Okay. Let me just roll this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8, 4, 12, plus 6, 18, plus another 7, 25, plus 5. That
80.
is 30 damage,
Oof, da.
spirit damage.
Did you add +1 from Inspiring Courage?
Yes, I did.
Good. So that's attack and damage, just so everyone knows.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Then would a 29 have done anything different? for the hit.
29 would not have.
Okay.
No.
Shit.
Good try though. Good try. Good ask. Good ask. Okay, I would say he's hurting.
Okay.
You barely managed to hit him, but those hits that did come through really did some damage. Okay,
Okay. And then that's my turn.
that's the Eleanor.
That's the Eleanor. We just hit a couple times and hope.
Whack,
Let's
whack.
see. Next up is gonna be the Rafikis. Okay. Rafiki. First one next to Luna. Let's deal with you first. Luna, Rafiki is going to first let out a shriek and quicken. So I'm going to use that first quicken action to strike at you, and the strike is going to be a push. We're going to try to push you the 15 feet off the thing. And that's going to be against your fortitude save, I believe. Or what's your fort modifier?
11.
11? Okay, because I believe it's just against that, right? We confirmed it was just
the
against the
attack?
modifier.
It's 10 plus the modifier.
10 plus the modifier? Okay, so you have 11, so it's 21,
Yeah.
right? Okay, does not make it. That's going to be a failure. Does not make it with that. So that's the first action. I think then what it's going to do is it is going to use its movement to hop down this way, get away from you. We're gonna go
Why?
because it don't like you.
Hey.
Gonna run
I
towards
thought
its
we
friend.
were friends.
No.
It's gonna get to like right about there. As it gets there, it's going to turn and it's going to use a spell attack as it runs down. You see it kind of look up towards its leader that is in the midst of fighting with Edenor, and it kind of howls at the sky. You see those of you next to the skull, the eyes glow with a dull red, and in the monkey's hand, a black and red lance begins to appear, and it is going to chuck it at you,
Oh,
Luna.
oh.
As it's going to try to hit you with this. That's going to be a 25 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay, then damage is going to be.
Is that a?
That's a spell.
So it did a melee and a spell. Both of those are one action items for this thing.
Let me confirm for you, because it did its rage thing, which gave it the attack. It got a free attack as it did its screech. It got quickened, so it had 4. So let's see. It attacked. It moved. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. And then attack, move, spell for 2. So yeah, it's good. It fits its economy.
No, the quicken isn't it's a free action then.
It's a free action. It shrieks. Well, that would be kind of dumb. Otherwise, it would just get a replacement action. So the quicken
what
thing
haste
is
is.
free. Yeah. Well, this thing's better than haste.
Okay.
So the monkey's gonna shoot at you. That's gonna be. I rolled it over here actually. Oh, whoops. Hang on, I rolled the wrong dice. I have to roll weaker dice. I rolled too strong of a dice.
Cheater.
That's gonna be 17 evil damage to you.
Evil damage.
And that's that guy's turn.
Do you take evil damage?
The other 2, they're gonna start their turns. I'm gonna have them go, and this one right here is going to first. It's going to throw a similar spell at you, Edenor.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be a 17 to hit you.
Does not hit.
17 is not going to hit. Wow. Okay. Then it is going to. Seeing that its spell didn't work, now it's going to try to throw a dagger at you. With its penalty. That's going to miss. It's going to go wide. Then it is going to use its last action to hop off of its pillar, and it is going to make its way this way towards the trees.
It's just be sad. It's just gonna slink off.
Yep. This one's gonna
Vertical
come
power.
forward. You just see something here. No. To get. Yeah, that works. This one's gonna get like right up here. Get within range of Luna.
This is all walking distance here.
Yeah, it's jumping down. It's just going along the thing. Yeah, so that's just like an overturned pillar. It could just walk along that. It's a tiny creature.
Okay.
It's going to take so it's going to be one move to get there. It's going to use 2 actions to cast the thing at you, Luna. Also, I misspoke. That dagger attack that totally whiffed shouldn't have happened. That would have been 4th action for it. Spells too. 23 to hit you, Luna.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's going to be 19 evil damage.
Woof.
Evil.
Ah.
And that's going to be its turn. That's those guys. Okay, Brock is up. Brock is going to pat the guy on the shoulder and point out towards Pim and say, "Go over there. We can protect you. Just stick with her and don't let anything happen to her." And that's going to be his first action to point out Pim. Then we are going to move. This is kind of difficult terrain here because of those spikes. So he's going to move just over here. I want to get a shot. Yeah, I think that's the best option for him. He's going to move over here, and he's going to take a shot with his hand crossbow. He's going to pull out a hand crossbow and shoot at the guy. It's going to hit, and hand crossbow do. Okay, the guy takes some damage. The bad guy is now bloodied.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, so it's definitely bloodied now. Okay, that was point out, move, shoot. Brock is done. Okay, and brings us to the top of the order. Bad guy's up. Big boy. Okay. Big boy has been shot. He's bloodied now. You guys, Edenor, you see it the clearest as the shot hits the ape. Between the fire spear, your attacks, and Brock's, you guys have brought this thing closer to death than it's probably ever been. As it kind of like wobbles, bloodied, it's going to drop the longsword in its hand. It's going to reach onto its chest and pull back away from the burnt flesh, exposing its flesh underneath as it screams a horrendous cry. And it is going to, as it's screaming, you watch necromantic energy emerge from the portal behind you guys. It kind of flows outwards. It swirls around the ape, and as the energy dissipates, you can see now the ape, it's a little bit larger. It's now a medium-sized creature. It now has 2 horns that kind of go outwards and come down, and it's just looking at you now with kind of like a fiery gaze. And as it opens its maw, you can see flames kind of roiling within it. As it's clear this thing is just kind of ascended into its next form.
No.
All right.
Okay,
It wasn't
so
even his final form.
wasn't even his final form. It does take all
Went
3
Super
actions.
Saiyan on us.
It does take all 3
Yeah.
actions to do that, but it does get an HP bump back with that transformation.
It's no longer bloodied. It's fiery.
No longer
Yeah.
bloodied. Now it's flaming. Okay. Edenor, there is like just an intense heat wafting off of this creature just in front of you, just so you know. Okay.
Get a little
So
marshmallow.
that is its turn. Okay. That is that thing. So then it's Luna with Lycus on deck.
I'm still blinded.
Still blinded. Yeah. Still blinded, and you just got hit with 2 lances. But as you feel around, they're not there anymore. It was magical lances that hit you.
Okay. I think the first thing I'll do is battle medicine on myself.
Okay.
What was it again? Oh, I have to try and beat a 15. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Lycus, on your turn, did you roll against the bleed?
No.
Oh, okay. So hang on, let me just. You take 2 bleed damage and then roll a DC 15 as the flat check.
Do I add anything to it?
Flat.
Nope. I'm still bleeding for now.
Still bleeding for now. Okay. Good to know. Luna, yeah, go ahead.
Right, so I rolled a 24. So I'll heal myself back up 12.
Nice.
It's one action. I will. Is he this the one that I attacked was looking real bad, like super bloodied, or?
To everybody else, it does. You have no idea.
Yeah.
The blind
Permanent
monk.
blind. That's great. Then I will. I can't even do that. I'll cast shield
Okay.
myself, and then for the last action. Yeah, I'm kind of.
Darkness. If I'm blind, everybody's blind.
I would say if there's any chance of me trying to. I feel like movement is very dangerous right now. Being blind on top of statue.
You're on top of the statue, yeah.
If you get back on the steed, I can make.
I don't even know where the steed is.
It's behind.
I know.
You landed on it.
You could roll the flat check to locate it. The same way you would against a concealed creature. DC 5. Hit Toasty.
Is that an
Steamy
action
one.
or is that just a free action?
That's free. If you're going to interact with it, you need to detect it. So that would be the thing.
All right, then I rolled a 7.
That succeeds. You know where the creature is. You know where the Eidolon is. You can almost feel Lycus's aura. That same sensation that you get when you're around Lycus, right? You can almost
Yeah.
feel that presence next to you, just minus the smell.
Lovely.
All right, so that last action, I guess I could can't attack or anything. I could use the movement to mount the creature.
Yeah, you could use your action to mount.
You gotta
Yeah,
let me know
probably
where
do
you
that.
want to go, though.
Yeah.
Right now, a little closer. If these guys are doing 17 plus damage an attack, maybe I'll go a little closer to the group.
So
Okay.
you'll have to tell Lycus, once you get on, because Lycus is in the middle of a fight, so you can call out to him.
Uppies.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's an action too.
Okay. So we'll say you do mount the steed. Lycus, on your turn, we'll see if you notice your thing. Speaking of which, it is your turn. Monkey's
Yeah.
on deck.
So, you guys think this guy's immune to fire? Yeah, probably.
I was like,
I mean, he's on fire. I just kind of look back at Lycus. It's real hot. It's wafting at me right now.
Yeah. You're getting like some hot monkey coming on you.
Oh.
All right.
hot monkey.
In that case,
Smell of
I'm
roasted
going-
bananas.
Banana
up?
Buster, baby.
I'm gonna use one action to move forward so I can get in range with them. I'm gonna use one action. I'm assuming I see now a little better Luna and my Eidolon hopping on.
Yes.
So, I guess the Eidolon technically has a will, like it can act autonomously. 80%, like in the lore supposedly. So I think I'm just going to see like that they're grouping up to like back up maybe. So I'm gonna have them glide over to behind Brock.
Okay.
So-
This is the tandem action thing. Oh, you're commanding it, right?
Yeah. Unless I'm riding it, there's no tandem.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see. Move you. Yeah. I can glide 25, so I just.
That's gliding up though.
Ooh, okay. Then.
You could go.
So it's a 25-foot upwards.
Yeah. They're underneath the thing here. 35 feet. Yeah, so 20 feet up.
All right. So could I get them to like one of these ledges over here?
You could take him towards the wall. He'll have to kind of like climb over. It's kind of like an overhang, right? So
Right.
you can glide. Um, yeah, you can glide like in towards the trees. You can get underneath that, but yeah, gliding up there, you can get him down toward the wall.
All right. Yeah, just enough to get him a little bit of cover from the projectiles and closer to Pim.
Okay, I'll say you can get him. We'll just kind of move you guys down here,
Okay.
right? Luna, as the Eidolon takes you in that direction, all of a sudden your sight is restored.
In this circle.
As you move forward, the grayness that was kind of blocking your eyes just kind of dissipates, and you can see that you are on the back of the Eidolon, and you guys are now on the ground floor. We'll say you guys are on the floor here.
Okay.
All right. And for my last action, I'm going to command my familiar, which is not my Eidolon, and just a little crystal that's like pinned to my shirt like a lapel springs to life, and it'll just crawl. It looks like a little crystal wolf will crawl up into my hand and turn into a wolf-themed gun, and I'm gonna fire electric arc through it, and by that I'm
Okay.
gonna cast it.
Right at the guy. Nice.
Yeah, right. There's no one else around to hit it with it, but I'm not gonna use ignition.
I cast gun.
Yeah,
As well.
I love that. Yeah,
So, yeah.
Lycus directs the Eidolon. Yeah, good.
So you have to do a basic reflex.
Basic reflex. That's probably going to succeed. That's a really good roll. That's going to be a 31.
I'm assuming that succeeds. What is my spell DC? That's what that is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that
What's your spell?
succeeds.
What is the DC?
So
Because if I critically succeed, I take no damage.
yeah, I'm
So it'd
just
be in
checking
your
because
spells and path builder. If you go to spells, it's at the top.
okay, yep, that is a critical success. My DC is 21.
Okay. Yeah, critical success. So,
Damn.
as Lycus, you run forward. As you're moving forward, about to strike this thing, you can see an injured Luna just kind of clambering onto your Eidolon. You get up there, you direct the Eidolon to take Luna off. With the same hand, in this very fluid motion, you pull the hand up, and as you're doing so, the crystalline wolf, runs down your arm and forms into your palm as a gun. And as you pull the electric arc, you line it right up next to the creature's head. And as you pull, the creature just kind of tilts the head to the side. You had it point blank against him.
Damn,
It
you're
whips
quick.
and
That
then
was
it
fucking
nays.
lightning. I'm just like sneaking, like leaning over to another gun. That was lightning, actual lightning. Fuck.
Fantastic. Okay,
I saw
Tim.
it.
Tim, you up. Monkeys on deck.
Okay. Pim would like
Oh,
to
You're good.
use an action to try to recall knowledge,
Okay.
specifically with occultism, to see if she can reveal or figure out any way to disrupt whatever ritual is happening.
Okay, really nice. Go ahead, roll that.
Ooh, so good. It's a total of 30.
It's really good. Okay, with a 30, what you can tell is, as you're kind of glancing around the battlefield, you can tell a few things. Number one, a significant source of the monkey's magic that you've seen seems to be centered around the giant ape skull that's glowing. And you can see, as especially when the creature turned into like its ultimate rage mode, and when the shaman were able to kind of use that magic, it draws this kind of necromantic energy. There's almost like a fiery portal that seems to appear within the jaws of the skull. The other thing you can tell, Pim, is you now glance towards the field and try to assess what's happening with Luna. You see these pillars, right? They're the shape and form of monkeys. They are monkey statues. But what you notice about them is that they're not all the same. Specifically, the one on the side here, you can see has its ears held. The one over here that Luna just was on, you can see has its mouth held. And the one that's on the toppled tower over here on the floor has its eyes held. And you can tell that there's magic emanating from those things.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will use another action to cast message to Edenor.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Edenor, think you could try to destroy this giant monkey skull over here? I think it's part of the ritual. I need your smashing abilities. You're muted.
The monkey skull behind me.
The big one. The big fiery one.
The big one. All right, I'll try.
Okay. And then last action, we'll do another Inspire Courage, 60-foot emanation, and this time I'm going to make it a lingering composition and try to extend the duration a little bit. So, Inspire Courage again is +1 to attack, damage, and saves against fear effects. Let's roll for lingering composition, see how long it lasts. The DC is usually standard difficulty DC of a level equal to the highest level target of your composition, but the GM can assign a different DC. What are we using for DC here?
The target of your composition. What's the target of the composition again? Like your allies?
Yeah, because it's an emanation,
Okay.
so
Sure. Okay. DC is going to be 22.
22.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm rolling a performance check here as I play my flute as best I can. Oh, it's a nat 20 for a total of 32.
That is a critical success.
Woo! That means you guys have this buff for 4 rounds. And I don't
Nice.
have to do
Alright.
shit.
Goofy.
Okay.
Nice.
The
Very
+1
nice.
to attack roll and damage.
Attack, damage, and saves against fear effects.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
Really nice.
That's my turn, baby.
Hero point, Pim. Take a hero point for that
Woo!
shit.
Thank you.
Also, I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. Lycus, did I give you
Yep.
your hero point for the ship?
Oh no.
So Ollie was really nice and made a PNG of the ship map that we had pulled onto the screen
Oh,
earlier.
nice.
Because I couldn't figure out how the fuck to do it. So take a hero point for that shit, by the way.
Yeah. Also, I rolled a 15 for last round for bleed.
Yeah, you're no longer bleeding, but you do still take the damage before you get rid of it. So that's 3 bleed damage,
Ouchie.
but you're no longer bleeding.
Perfect.
Okay, Pim, nice move.
Thank
nice
you.
round.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's 3.
Okay, monkeys is up. Okay, monkeys are real interested in the music that's kind of coming out from that corner. So, the monkeys are gonna do this. Let me see your turn. Okay,
Oh.
monkeys are going to get right up here with all 3 of their movements.
Ah!
With all 3 of their actions. It takes their whole round to run towards you, Pim, but they are singling you out for your beautiful music.
Okay.
And then I roll 20. I'm kind of disappointed in you right now. I need to see the top left corner of the map, and your stupid line tool is blocking me. Thank you. Okay, so I have 75 feet I can move here. I'm not gonna make it there. We can make it here though. Yeah. The swarm of monkeys. I'm gonna get right here.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get right fucking there. Okay, that's their full round. Edenor, you are up. You're surrounded by a swarm. Yourself and Lycus are now swarmed by monkeys as the fiery one is looking at you like
I have decisions to make. He's raging in front of me. I have to get back there. Can you put a 10-foot emanation on me as well, just so
Oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely,
aware
sorry.
of it?
Yep.
Just
my
for
bad.
when I do those emanation stuff.
You got it.
What if you're
Edinor's color is purple, right?
Yeah.
You got it.
what if you're strong enough to dislodge him so he falls 30, 40 feet?
There you go.
Well, it's possible. It's very possible. All right. You know, sometimes you know when you know. I think I'm gonna activate Explosion of Shards, and I'm going to actually direct I'm going to direct it in a 15-foot cone towards Angry Monkey Boy,
Okay.
and then he has to make a DC 20 reflex save.
DC 20 reflex save. Easy as pie. Just makes it. Exactly
Just makes
20.
it. Gotcha.
Just
Okay, so he'll
fucking
take
made it.
half. Damn.
Sorry.
Still takes half.
That's okay.
instead.
Still takes half, so that's 2d. Oh. 6 fire damage and 8 piercing damage.
Okay. 8 piercing damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay. As you give me the flavor of this as you're doing it.
So as I had struck him before, I pull back, and you see just the magma kind of pool up on it, creating obsidian shards that just explode forward as they're rapidly cooling on the outside edge of the blade, right towards this flaming monkey, with a kind of little bit of like a shockwave almost aspect to it. But he does not, since he didn't fail, he doesn't fall down
Okay.
because of that reflex save.
Ooh.
Okay.
But you do see the shards go flying out like shrapnel.
Okay. The shards hit him, and you can see as the shards hit him, there's like, and it's just kind of pulling off the shards now, and they're kind of flaming in its hand. You can see that it's holding the flaming shards in its hand without any issue.
Yep.
The fire damage, it's immune to.
Yep. Okay. And then so he'll still take the piercing,
You took the piercing, yeah.
and then I'm going to then spark my the 1,000 League Sandals, which will give a extra stride just to Lycus,
Okay.
and move over here with my last action being a flight.
As you attempt to move, it is going
Yep.
to take an attack at you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
AOO.
It's got attack opportunity.
Ow.
That's not
Natural
good.
20.
Oh
Natural
no!
Of course.
That's not great. That's not
Okay.
great.
So
Not so great.
not only that, this isn't like a traditional attack of opportunity. Actually, this creature has a special reaction called a tail. The tail, you can see one of them was kind of like wrapped around the spike. A second tail appears, morphing off of that, and it's going to grab around your ankle, Edenor, as you are trying to fly away. You get about 10 feet away. You actually take off. You actually get moving, but it's got a 10-foot range. And as you get to that 10-foot speed point, it grabs you around the ankle, and it's going to pull you back down.
No!
Alright. Alright.
No!
Well, I'm not attacking the thingy, so.
1 sec here.
Well, he doesn't have an attack of opportunity anymore, so if you want to run, run.
True.
That's going to be
How much damage?
28 damage to you.
Okay.
Oh,
That hurts.
As it kind of like, I don't know, you try to fly away, and as you're kind of backing up, it caught you unsuspectedly, right? Unawares. You're
Yeah.
turning your head as it kind of grabs your ankle, as you just look forward, and then boom! Like as you watch as Edenor slam to the floor next to you.
Am I prone?
You're not prone. I won't do that to you.
Okay.
Because that's pretty nasty damage. You're back down. You're able to kind of like land on your knee, but it fucking hurts your knee. It
hate
does
monkeys.
interrupt. It does interrupt the action though, so you
Yeah.
are not able to move. It's not a normal attack of opportunity. This one disrupts the action.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I mean
Alright.
that eats everything. So
Okay. Okay. The other 2 monkeys are up. The cultist monkeys are up. The shamans. Okay. Shaman monkey over here is going to run into the ruins, into the tree line, and kind of disappears. The other 2. This one's bloodied, so it is going to. Not quite. Okay. I want to see if I can get. There we go. That's the one. Okay. Bloody monkey is going to go up here and get just within range of Luna, and we're going to do another divine lance. That's a natural 1. Luna, you watch as it shoots another evil lance at you. This time you can actually see it, and Luna just kind of like casually just dodges aside from it with its natural 1. It's a bloody monkey as it's kind of like as it shoots it out. Luna just kind of like sidesteps it casually.
Angry monkey.
But
Is where it is this all like ground level between me to the monkey, or is this
you to the monkey that just shot is all ground level.
okay? All right, continue.
Okay, the other one is going to. Yeah, it's just enough LOS. Okay, it's going to get up here, and that's its movement. 1 sec here. Okay, and it's going to spend its last 2 actions as it gets up there. It's going to pull its hands out, and it kind of shoots its palms into the water. And you see that as there's a splash, Luna, as it kind of, there's water kind of just erupts, and then all of a sudden, underneath you, the vines and plants begin to grow as it's casting Entangle.
What's the? Is this save?
Hang on, it's gonna put the area out first.
are you still on the Eidolon?
Yeah.
I believe he is, yeah. She is. Okay, so can you see that red block?
Yeah.
That's the Entangle area, and as far as the details of the spell, where is it? Entangle spell. Plant and fungi in the area entangle creatures. The area counts as difficult terrain. Each round that a creature starts its turn there, it must make a reflex save. So at the start of your turn, you make a reflex. On a failure, you take a -10 penalty to move. On a critical failure, you are immobilized. You can attempt to escape. If you are caught in it, you can attempt to escape using the Entangle's DC to remove these effects. I have the DC if you try to escape.
Okay. I got it.
So yeah, it's going to entangle that area around you. Let me just make a little touch of move to that, if I could select this thing. I want to make sure I get you, son of a bitch. Roll 20, I'm disappointed. I'm angry.
Well,
Okay, that's alright.
maximum groundage.
Yeah, I wanted to try to move it up like 1 more square. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. That's the way it's gonna hit it. No, like this. That's the way it's gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a little bit more difficulty at that bloodied one, huh?
Yep. Yep. Okay, Brock is up. Okay, Brock, what are you gonna do? Brock saw that thing just mollywop Edenor with its tail. Pim, you used the whatchamacallit, Inspire Courage already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then Brock is going to. Oh, Brock. That's fun. Hang on, let me just take a look at something. Okay, Brock is going to look at the monkey as it's got Edenor kind of wrapped around in one of its tails, and he's going to go, whoa, 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 why don't we just settle down a little bit? Why don't we just take deep breaths? As he's going to try to cast Calm Emotions on the monkey.
That's funny.
Monkey gets to make a will save. Monkey's gonna fail its will save.
It's not raging anymore. No, nice.
It's not raging anymore. Brock is
Amazing.
Brock kind of, the monkey kind of like looks over at Brock, and it's one of those situations where you've seen monkeys at the zoo kind of thing, or maybe you see videos online of them kind of like looking at somebody, and as the person does the thing, the monkey imitates it, right? Brock kind of gets its attention and goes. And then the monkey's kind of like.
Deep monkey breaths.
Deep monkey breaths. You can see as its rib cage expands, there's like a fire inside of it that's still burning, but the flame kind of settles a little bit. It's still antagonistic to you guys, but it is no longer raging. I would say it can't. Yeah, let's see. Because it was a. Hang on. Any motion that affect the creature or suppress, so cannot. And the creature can't take hostile actions. It is only hostile towards the creature. It is CC affected. Okay. As a feeling about. Okay, so yeah, if you're hostile towards it, it will fight. But at the moment, the monkey is kind of just staring at Brock, who's just kind of like guiding it through some breaths.
So if you're hostile towards it, but you can be hostile towards other.
Oh wait, hang on.
How does that work?
I might have fucked up. Yeah, if you can be hostile towards it, and if you are though, it will break
Become
the effect.
hostile again.
Rage might bypass this. I don't know.
No, rage doesn't bypass it. So yeah, you forcibly, because it says you forcibly calm the creature. Technically, it's a 10-foot burst, but it's only gonna try to. He's gonna kind of lean it back so it just targets the monkey and not Edenor and Lycus.
It's just really chill.
Yeah. So the monkey goes. It's just kind of like looking at Brock, just kind of. Okay. That's two of those, 2 actions to do that. And Brock is going to use his last action to just explain, like, be careful. I've got it under my control. Okay. Last guy's turn. This guy, he's going to just use all his turns to kind of. He was going to run towards Pim, but now seeing a whole bunch of monkeys swarming towards Pim and seeing all these guys here, he's unarmed. He's going to run and hide. He's got to try to run and hide. He's going to go back 25 feet along this ledge. We're going to get back 50 feet and hide.
How do you feel about that heal now, Pim? The feeling.
Hey, I'm a
Son of
hero.
bitch.
Still happy with it.
We're pirates.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna
Guys?
run
Oh, we
later.
went far.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
so yeah, he took 2 moves and then hide action.
I mean, I get it.
So that's gonna bring us then to the top of the order. We're just about 10 minutes away from call time. So I think what we'll do, we're gonna call it here for today, and we're gonna pick up with this encounter next game, which will be, I believe, in January. though. So there will be a little bit of a break.
2024.
Okay, so my friends, thank you so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. As we are heading out here, let's just take a quick moment to Hannah, any sort of announcements, or if anybody has any sort of announcement they want to make to the world, feel free.
Yeah,
Throw it
so
out.
Stealthy Elf is going to start our regular streaming schedule in 2024, starting on January 7th. That's a Sunday morning, 10 a.m. CST. You can catch Sandsea Saga right here on Twitch, Stealthy Elf Productions. And then every other week, we're going to be doing Unearthed Inheritance. So you can catch that campaign, which is set in the same world, different characters, different part of the world. That will be starting on January 13th, Saturday evenings, 6 p.m. CST. Join us.
There is still one more Unearthed.
Oh yeah, and there
Inheritance,
will be one more in December, so keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alrighty.
all. Follow, like, subscribe, all the
Question.
things.
The PvP. Did you want to put that?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we might get together and do a little bit of a PvP arena, Sandsea Saga crew versus the Unearthed Inheritance crew. So
Yeah.
if you want to watch players fight and you want to see how these characters stack up against each other, check out that.
Follow us on social. The date is
I don't think we have an
TBD.
official. Yeah, date's TBD, but we'll put it on the social sense out. Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Sandsea Saga, Heroes of Histaeria, Pathfinder 2E actual play. See you guys around. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.